kid.
Oh,
And my dad's like,
he's not great looking.
What?
He's fine.
He's pretty alright.
He's fine.
He looks like a dad.
He's got 3 kids.
For a world leader, he's pretty fine.
Compared to some of the other ones.
All right. So let's see.
Okay, so he's got 3 kids.
I mean, hey, he's got a full head of hair. Not much more you can ask for.
I know. I love the conspiracy theory that Justin Trudeau is actually the son of Fidel Castro.
I heard that.
And if you look at the pictures of them side by side, you're like,
yes. Oh my god.
oh my god. Okay.
But even if he is, like, if he doesn't, like, believe in his policies, then who cares?
I know, it's just wild how much they look alike.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
crazy.
I don't pay. I guess I don't know. I don't pay attention. I'm bad with stuff.
I've been watching a lot of TikToks lately.
Oh, TikTok.
It's garbage.
It is garbage.
But it's so entertaining.
I've been like trying to like. I watched a couple like true crime. I was watching because my friend told me about this not new podcast, but she got me to know the true crime podcast, and I'm like, thanks.
Have you listened to that new Supernatural one?
No, I don't. I've never seen Supernatural. So like some of the documentaries like on Netflix, I'm like, I'm gonna watch them.
Did you guys watch the one about the possible son of the Zodiac killer?
Ooh,
We don't.
Ted Cruz?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ted Cruz.
To be fair, he
wrote a book somewhat recently, and it's on Hulu. I watched like half of it. It's pretty interesting.
I did like the one thing of like I think somebody like tweeted something about Ted Cruz being the Zodiac killer, not either him being the Zodiac killer or something.
What?
And then
Yeah.
and then I forget the full tweet, and then Ted Cruz like tweets a Zodiac letter as like a troll, and I'm like, good for you, Ted Cruz.
Oh my
Don't
god.
say good for you, Ted Cruz.
No,
He's a
I don't
terrible
like
person.
Ted Cruz, but I thought that was funny. I give him a point.
I mean, he's got some balls.
Now, let's see. Where is my watch video? I want to watch the video. Yes. Can people find us? Here's the thing. Oh. No. No, I don't want to watch the video 100. I want to watch my video.
Oh no, we went down to 7. Now we're at 498. God damn it.
Why do people stop? All right. How can I watch this got dang video?
Gosh darn video.
This got dang conflabbit.
Well, the thing is, like, what is doesn't the blue dot mean live stream, or is that just me being an idiot?
What?
Oh no, that's not us. Never mind. I hit a thing. Oh no, there it is.
Oh, is it right there?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yay.
Yay! All right. All right.
Probably tweet it out there, and hopefully.
Oh, hold on. Is my sound being weird? Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this. I hate this.
What do you have to do?
It doesn't like my sound.
There's 4 people watching now.
Oh.
And we're only 2 laptops. Oh, now it's 3.
Can you put the sound on to see if it sounds super chopped?
Yeah.
Because if it does, I'm gonna kill someone.
Do we need to talk?
I'm going to murder a man. Oh, hold on. Is my sound being weird? Oh, you son of a bitch. Is it being glitch? Oh, okay, hold on.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do this. I hate this. Okay, cool.
There's 4 people watching.
Is it glitching on your end, or is it clear?
Sounds fine.
Okay, we're figuring it out. Thanks for joining us, friends. We still got like 9 minutes, so this is just going to be us testing things out. So if you're here, say hello to us.
Okay.
I feel like I'm talking to a ghost because I'm like, if you're out there, say something.
Somebody
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Boo.
I like that song.
A Great Big World is a good group.
Is that who it is?
A Great Big World?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not good. I work at a place that has music, and I don't know any of the bands.
I have to actually like close out of all this stuff. I have like a billion tabs open. This is probably not helping me.
I think it only gets glitchy when it gets a loading screen, but I keep wondering if you're like hitting something that makes it like not. That's why I'm like, meh. James Wilson's here.
James Wilson's here. Hey.
Good afternoon. I'm here.
James.
Who cares? Oh, who cares? Question mark.
We care.
We care.
We love you.
Oh, I'm under my name though. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not in the Witty Clothes thing. I'm on my channel, so maybe.
YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming.
YouTube.
Yeah, I can't really control that. Can I put down my buffering settings?
Yeah, it keeps like going like in and out a bit.
Did it just? Did it just? This is gonna sound super weird when people are listening to this because we're listening to what we're listening to. And
Well, I was just gonna mute my computer anyway.
Yeah, mute your computer.
But I'm like, for now, I think we should keep it up. But like literally,
keep it up for,
it'll like it sounds and then it goes to like the circle.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only glitch.
Okay, that's not terrible. Thanks for dealing with us.
Then we I can make it. I can attempt to do a tweet if you want me to.
Oh, try it.
Try it.
Tweet.
I'm good. I'm so terrible.
I'm gonna make a Facebook status on just my.
But that's my. Oh, that's yours. I'm
That's
gonna
my
say that's my
personal one.
thing. Can you share it with what it goes? How do I do?
No.
No?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
Actually, I can just make it.
Should I be like, and we're live? Let me do it all caps. James Wilson's here. Good afternoon. I'm here. Who cares? Oh, who cares?
That's like a wow. That's a long delay. Hot dang.
Is this the link for the stream?
Yeah.
I did a tweet. All we can see is the okay. James Wilson said all you can see is the intro card, which as of now is the only thing that's up.
That's what we're supposed to.
That's the only thing that's up right now.
Yeah.
We're so
that's good.
doing some techie stuff, and by we I mean Kaylin. But the video quality should be fine, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little laggy though, but we're gonna just try our best.
We'll survive, guys.
We will
The
survive.
apocalypse is coming, and we're fine.
The plague.
No, not the plague. The Black Plague.
A plague.
The Black Plague has a cure, right?
I think it's just antibiotics and proper care.
Oh, those poor
Proper
people.
hygiene.
Those poor people in medieval
Yeah,
times.
wash your butts, people.
Kit's
Why do I
here.
switch accounts? Hi, Kit. How's it going? Welcome to the party.
It's 5 people watching.
Yeah.
I don't know how, like, what's the highest number we've gotten on a stream before?
I don't know. Maybe like 10.
Does anybody want a coronavirus update?
Is anything interesting happening?
I don't know.
Did I get
Numbers
your-
are going
did I
down
get your text?
supposedly.
Oh, how is live stream? How long is the live stream?
2 hours?
We're gonna go for about 2 hours. I just saw your text now. Sorry. Listen, I've been busy. Okay. That's rude. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Forgive me, friend.
You've been a bit panicky.
I've been okay. I have every reason to be like a slight bit panicky. Like, life is just like that right now, and I cannot. How do I switch over to? I can't get to the Witty Close page.
Are you an admirer?
I am an editor. Can you make a thing, please? I ask this affectionately because I love you.
Can I just share your thing on our page?
Oh yeah, sure.
If I can?
Do it.
I don't want to unfollow Kaylin. Oh, here's the share.
Vi feel Orestes.
How do I share it? No, I don't want to share it as me.
I'm gonna take we're only like 2 minutes away, so I'm gonna take the thing down now.
No, wait, nah, fuck.
We're a little laggy, but we're making it work. And my bitrate is
I think I
pretty
just
low,
shared it on
too.
my page, which I didn't mean to do, but whatever, it's there. How do I share it on group? Oh, yes, share on a page and manage. There we go.
Actually, I could go in here and just like play with my.
I'm gonna need a bit of a refresher on Gravity Falls. It's been a
Well.
while since I watched it.
Caitlin's got the book, so we're good.
Okay, I just dropped my bit rate, so we're not gonna look pretty, but we're gonna.
We're already
look
crit.
up, like 2-minute lag on here. So people, if you ask us a question and we'll get to it, it's just gonna take us a while. Like, look, because I've been on here.
All
like,
three
it's
of
not
you.
up yet.
I can't even see me in the camera, but I'm assuming I'm there.
You're there.
And we're
Oh,
not
you're there.
even,
Yeah, I see
the
you.
thing's not even showing.
Yeah.
I think at 2 we'll probably put, if everything looks good, we can put like the
What?
screen up thing.
Oh, yeah, we're up now on my thing, so it's gonna take a minute to.
All right, do you want me to
Pop back
mute this
over.
then?
Yeah, because I'm on here. So
Okay.
guys, let us know if there's audio problems, because we'll have to stop.
Please and thank you.
We're working with what we have. We don't have like the best equipment.
I mean, the camera's
and
nice.
internet connection. We have a nice camera now because I stole it from my work.
That is a nice
Why
camera.
would you say that?
I mean, they're
Live.
nice.
They don't know where I work.
Who? Does your work know that you do this?
Yes, actually, my boss has found my podcast before because he asked what the name of it was.
And he's unaware that.
that I stole a
See,
camera.
I wasn't gonna say that out loud
Anyway,
because now you're gonna get fired.
no, we were gonna throw it out anyway.
Well, probably not now.
We
There.
were gonna throw it out anyway.
So you liberated it. Also,
Yes.
considering
And also, it's broken. So like,
considering where you work, I don't know if they should fire people now.
that's true. Yeah, you need me.
We should probably establish that none of us are sick and we're not 6 feet apart from each other.
Yeah, practice social distancing, please.
It's like we've been doing our entire lives.
Okay, it should switch over in about a minute.
1, 2. I know the circle thing still keeps popping up on here.
5, 4,
It's 2.
3.
So.
2, 1, switch.
Yay!
That was
Although
awesome.
it's like really frozen. It's frozen on here.
We all look like we're about to poop our pants.
Oh no! Why can't you see me? That's unfortunate. But you can hear us though.
Yeah, but right now it's frozen. Who just messaged me? Oh, somebody. Okay. don't worry. I will get back to them later.
Okay. This is before I dropped the thing. YouTube is not a. Yeah. Where's your router?
Upstairs.
Unfortunate.
It should be good because we literally just got it yesterday.
No, as far as if I can't wire directly into it, because I could probably do that, bypass the Wi-Fi.
What did we do before?
We did this.
Oh, but it wasn't that like laggy. Well, no, the first one here it wasn't laggy because last one we did at your house.
Yeah. All right.
Guys, how's the picture quality? Is it terrible?
Oh, we're still going. Jeez Louises.
Do we do the sound thing, or are you okay with the sound?
Sound is good.
Okay, sound is good. Picture.
Sound is great. We're working on the picture.
Yeah, now it's just like going like frame by frame. There you guys are, all freeze framing and buffering.
Yay! Welcome. All right. I'm dropping it in a little.
Yeah, because
more.
now it's the thing. I'm like on my computer when I'm clearly not. Zom's here. Hi, Zom.
Hi, Zom.
That'll work. Considering the lag.
Woo.
What's up?
All good. Okay.
You got it?
Okay. I'm just like testing here.
Do you need to move around?
Yeah, we're good.
Is it still lagging?
Oh, it's still lagging. Yeah.
James Wilson. Hey, Zom's here.
Even and my CPU isn't like crazy, so we're.
I mean, your computer sounds like it's like working overtime, but like.
Yeah.
No, I don't care.
I only work with what
Zom
I have.
just got off work. Why were you working? It's a Sunday. And also, shouldn't you be in quarantine like the rest of us?
Yeah.
Like, we probably should be, but we care about the audience, and there's a camera between us. I was like super frozen because this is like.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to fix my settings, folks.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? And also, guys, if you have any Gravity Falls questions for us about what we thought about stuff, start asking, please, and thank you. And then, or other stuff that's going on in the world of, I don't know, is there anything fun going on in, like, the media world or nerd world right now?
Yeah, the nerd world, not the media world.
Is there anything fun going on in the nerd world right now?
Black Widow in a couple months?
That's May, so.
Oh, May, wow.
The final trailer came out. It looked pretty good.
Ooh, exciting. Ooh, did you guys see Onward?
No.
I saw it. You know, it was actually okay. It was pretty cute.
That's what it seems. That's what I hear about it.
I mean, not fantastic,
because
better than I would have thought.
Yeah.
The plot of it looks like it's gonna mess me up though. I gotta
That's what my thinking was.
That right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like, let me.
That's a little too much for me right now.
Yeah, let's not.
Oh boy.
So guessing I ain't missing much. Well, ain't's not proper. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, yeah, watch your grandma.
You just turned into a Jewish grandma?
No, that wasn't. No.
Don't worry, I say ain't too. And buffering. Yes, we know it's buffering. You didn't miss anything. Considering you got here like an hour and a half ago and we're still in the buffering.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna start in just a second.
What are you doing?
Wait.
What? Who? Oh no, I was about to say, who messaged me? I'm like, oh wait, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I guess like the one good thing about quarantine, like if you have to work from home, you don't have to work that. Do you still work that much if you work from home?
Or, if anything, they expect productivity to go up.
Wow, oh, because you're at home?
Oh yeah, because they don't want you to like stick around and, you know.
But you can watch TV while you work. Right?
That's exactly what they're trying to dissuade. At least in my job, anyway.
How the fuck are they gonna do that?
I should have just brought my whole desktop here. My desktop is insane with streaming, but I can't move it.
I was about to say.
It's at my house.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It's a shame. If you had more outputs, we could just stream on your computer. But we don't.
We mean like outlet things? Because they've got like
USBs. Yeah, I need two of these guys.
Oh, is that like the converter thing? Because I have one upstairs.
Yeah, no, you would need two USBs, regular USBs from your USB-Cs.
Oh, like because I've got the new thingy.
Yeah.
So we can't.
How many do you have?
I have one converter, and then I have one converter for a memory card.
Yeah, no, we would need two. Unfortunate.
Oh, Tom says work fast food. We get no reprieve. That is accurate.
Godspeed, dude. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of the buffering because it's kind of annoying.
It is really annoying, but yeah, because my computer's just not powerful enough, which is unfortunate. Or I could switch over to my webcam, but that's not gonna be pretty at all.
Oh, and do we have a choice?
I mean, how bad would this look? If I switched it, hold on, if I switch it over to my thing. Thanks for dealing with this, everybody. Oh, this is so scary. I hate this. Look, it's my face.
But then wouldn't we all need to be on your webcam for this, or would it not matter?
You would have to, yeah. But I just want to see if this changes it. But I don't think it does.
Yeah. Let me see if it'll work if I reload this. No, it's still.
No, it's a problem. It's like I said, it's my computer. Cool.
I feel like downgrade the video quality without work.
I can't. I downgraded a ton.
Fast food in the time of coronavirus might be a novel there.
So, that's better. But, anyway. Worst comes to worst, we just do an audio-only podcast.
That'll suck.
Because that's what we do. But, anyway.
Yeah. Because now we're just getting like word images of us.
Yeah. But which is kind of fun.
I guess.
Let's see. Is this better?
Well, the picture's not moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am aware. So, but I don't have any. So, it's getting better. Let's see if I do this.
So you think by like the hour and a half mark, it'll be.
The hour and a half, well, it'll be perfect. It's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome.
No, it sucks because you want to like show stuff, but like if we can't get this.
Well, I think the things. Okay. So let's see if this works. We just look really ugly right now. Oh, there we go.
A few weeks ago, I made a post on Twitter and tagged one reactor I consider a friend from y'all channels, but didn't think to tag y'all and saying you two and her be willing to give an arm to me.
I think I saw that one. So please do not give any of your limbs just to meet us. This is why we do live streams. Please don't. But like,
Also, we're squeamish.
a little bit. But we appreciate the sentiment though, that you would be willing to sacrifice a limb to meet us. But maybe one day we'll do a meetup when there's not a global pandemic going on.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, my stream health now is good. So let's give it just a minute and then we will. Oh, that's me. Oh, get back.
The clip is going like a bit faster. A bit on here at least.
It's coming along now. All right, we're gonna start.
Do you guys have any?
We're gonna officially start at 2:12.
All right. How's everybody doing? All five of you. Yay!
Yeah, see that moves way easier now.
It's gone a little bit, yeah. You think it like what's the quality gonna be like when like this goes up on YouTube?
Probably not great.
Yeah, meh.
But but we have our wonderful voices.
How do people like normal like do they must have like really good equipment or what?
They have great equipment. Because I mostly stream on my desktop, so.
So desktops have good equipment then.
Yeah, well yours is probably really good.
Probably.
Yeah, we don't, but it doesn't have the stuff that we need. So, alas.
Anyway. And now it's the spinning wheel. No, wait. Let's say we got the spinning wheel of death for a hot second.
It says my stream health is great now, so let's see. What?
I mean, it's moving.
Yay.
A little bit. It's still pictures.
It's still pictures, but it's moving.
Oh, wait. Meh. A little bit.
Is it better?
There was like a, like, it looks like a GIF.
We all look so angry in that picture.
Caitlin's angry.
I am filled with anger. All right, it's 2:12. I think we should just get started, and we'll just figure it out as
Hopefully
we go.
it works-ish.
I'm recording straight from the streamer, so we'll see. So a video will be up. We won't look great, but we'll look
like,
okay.
It exists.
So we only do one stream a year, so it's not always.
It has been one. Probably. Well, the next one's probably because 50 days is really short.
We're probably gonna do it in like 6 months, provided that we were able to get together, and like not be under quarantine anymore. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. Wait, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Do
Can I do
it.
it? Can I do it? The video didn't show up, but it played the sound. So
it playing?
I'll take it. You'll hear it once it comes back on the thing.
Okay.
So hold on. We're just gonna do this. I'll keep the chat open, folks. And we're just gonna get freaking started. Hell yeah.
Good.
All right, and welcome to a very special live edition of First Reaction Fan Reaction. I am your host, Caitlin Cooley. With me is my co-host,
Sarah Whitman.
They're joined with our special guest,
Mary, hello.
Mary.
Mary's here.
Thanks for joining us, Mary. We are very happy to have you here. You kind of just join us on some of our favorite things, so we're always happy to have you
why
on the
not?
show.
It's fun. I like to listen to you guys.
It's just like a good old time. We're always just having a good old time.
Yeah.
But today we finally finished Gravity Falls, and we are going to be talking about the end of the series.
In quarantine.
In quarantine, because yes, right now, if you're watching this in the future, provided we all haven't died yet,
We're not gonna die. Everything.
We don't know that. This is the Witty Close presents. This is the Gravity Falls Quarantine stream, because everybody should be social distancing. Don't get in large groups.
Oh my God.
This is
three.
Don't lick your friends' faces. Just be smart
Wash your
and don't
hands.
be an idiot. Wash your goddamn hands, please. Thank you. And so.
And also,
Here we
there's
go.
like a camera between all of us, so we're okay.
Right.
I think it's on a little bit. Hey, look, that thing happened.
Yay. Okay.
It's like moving a touch.
It's moving a hair.
So by like 4, it'll be fine.
But by the time the stream is over, it'll be good. But just listen for now, and we're just be flexible with us, and we're trying to get this to go. So we do appreciate
I'm reading some of
your
Zom's stuff.
flexibility.
So I can work with this friend, and I try to do a Discord movie night on cast, and it went way worse. Also, today was weird. It hardly had any customers, but sold tons of food.
That's what they're doing now.
Like
that's
with the
thing.
Grubhub.
Oh, Grubhub maybe. Yeah, but yeah.
I was like wondering, do we have any like old comments for stuff that we haven't read yet?
Oh, we definitely do, because I have Comment Corner built into the show.
Okay,
so
good.
That's going to go towards the end, obviously, kind of like how we always do Comment Corner. So,
Yay.
right now, let's get started by just talking about Gravity Falls. And just so we finished the series.
We did.
Recently,
a couple weeks ago.
So let's friggin' talk about it.
I think for us it was technically like a month ago, but like with the
Yes. So it's since 2 weeks since we posted the episode, but more like a little over a month since we actually watched it together.
I think it would have been a bit more because like my computer was sucking so much.
Your computer, yeah, you had to get a whole new computer.
I got a whole new computer.
We would not be Witty Close Productions without just a myriad of technical problems.
Basically my computer was like so bad that like I could only edit for like 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, nope, no more.
Just like I can only stream for 30 seconds of a time. It's unfortunate, but that's life, bro.
Yeah.
It just be like that.
Hopefully one
It's
day we either, figure this out or we get the money to have the equipment. Patreon. Or other way. I don't know any other ways to get money from people.
Other ways to get money from people?
Probably sponsorships, which we were talking about this. We're really not that great at marketing.
Yeah, so tell your friends, because that's the only way we get viewers.
We'll figure it out. We're all we're still working, but not
right.
not working less, working
9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Anyway,
I'm about to say not working less, but some people are having to work from home, and cause that's a thing of can you just get all your work done really fast, when you're at home, and then just do other stuff? Or
I personally don't. I feel more distracted working from home. I don't like it.
I assume you don't like it, but then I'm also can't you sleep in a bit, and then
That's true. You can sleep in longer, so that's a benefit.
And it's
no commute.
There's no commute. And then can you also just do the thing of just yo, I'm just gonna get home. If I have this amount of work to do, I'm just gonna get it done within these next couple hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're free for the rest of the day.
For my company, it doesn't really work that way. You gotta put in your 8 hours. It depends on the company.
Yeah.
So.
Y'all have any crazy ass theories? Was Ford involved in the Galactic Federation war with Rick Sanchez? Could Edna the Owl be Marilyn? What do you got? What?
From Owl House, which is a new show on Disney Channel. which I think Alex Serse is a voice in. So that's a great. Hey, I have an agenda. Theories are on my agenda.
Is
Let's
the Galactic
stick
Federation
to the
Star
agenda.
Trek?
Galactic Federation. Rick Sanchez is from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I don't watch that either.
Yeah, we have made that very known.
That I don't watch
yeah.
animation stuff that much. Although you don't watch Rick and Morty either.
All right.
You got it a bit.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was watching the thing.
No one person would come in order for 8 people. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, also, which is like fair, because like why send multiple people out when you can send one person?
That's accurate.
Lessen the spread of disease. But anyway, so Dara, but like let's get started. I want to hear what your overall thoughts on Gravity Falls is. Like, what do you think about the series as a whole?
It was good.
Great. That's it. That was the stream. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Okay, I need a little more than that.
No, I liked it. I think it was like, for the most part, it was kind of like my senses of humor.
Yeah.
And it's a bit weird. And that kind of thing. And a lot of the animation was real good.
Yeah.
I think I do have like some problems for them, but not like a ton. I like the way that it ended. It was like the ending that I kind of like, which is like we concluded the story, but like if we want to go back, we can. Yeah. Because like you didn't like fully shut the book.
Right. Exactly. I mean, we did kind of burn the book. That was the thing that happened.
It was.
There's a book that did go up in flames, but
metaphorical book.
But the metaphorical book.
Well, the book's right there.
The book is right here. No one's gonna be able to see this because of how laggy this is. But in future, it's right here.
How much did you spend on that?
A lot of money. Alex Hirsch signed it. So
did you get it on Amazon or?
It was Barnes and Noble did a special.
That's really cool.
So it's a neat.
I mean, to be fair,
They sold 10,000 of these. I have number 2777.
Oh no! Look, we're moving.
Oh yay!
Yay!
Woo! Oh, I love it.
It's really behind though.
That's okay. We're just gonna keep going.
Would the audio be behind, or it's like should be synced up properly?
The audio is it's gonna line up with the video, so the audio is also like super behind.
Yay!
Yes, but we do have a book. The metaphorical book, yes, you are right, was left open, so we can have many adventures, and I might ask you about that as time goes on, because I want to hear what either things you would change, or if you could bring it back for another season, what would you do? But we're gonna kind of get to that a little later on, and so I want to hear Dara. Or how about you, Mary? What did you think of Gravity Falls?
We're shared on 5 we're shared on 5 Discords?
You shared 5 Discords, but can't guarantee they'll come. Oh, hey, thanks for sharing us.
Can't guarantee. Okay. I barely know what a Discord is, if we're being honest.
It's like a big old chat room.
Oh, like a forum?
No. It's more like a chat room. I can show you after. I have a Discord.
We should probably make a Discord. Should we?
Anytime I hear Discord, I think
I'm
of
thinking
that
like
song.
a disagreement, like an argument. That's what I'm thinking of.
What's the Discord?
What? More buffering. No, I think we're good right now.
We're kind of.
It looks good now, like right this second.
We don't look great, but we look way better.
So we're going with it.
Yes.
Also, I think I just go with like Discord compared to like Tumblr, and I left Tumblr a long time ago.
I'm still on Tumblr because I hate myself. But we're gonna keep talking about. Wait, hold on. We're gonna try it. All right, we're gonna try Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls.
Still couldn't see it, but we could hear it. Great.
I mean, this is like minutes behind. I always find that funny though. The video is moving. We know.
Yay. But yes, like I said, they're behind, so they're gonna hear us get to that in a second. But Mary, you actually watched all of Gravity Falls.
Unlike the last time you were on the stream.
Unlike the last time you were on the stream, what do you think of that series as a whole?
I really liked it. I watched it very quickly, so forgive me, I'm gonna need a refresher.
It's a good show. It's like one of those shows like you can actually watch.
It's pretty bingeable.
Bang out in like a day.
That's what I ended up doing. I ended up binge watching it all the way through. So, but overall, I really enjoyed it. The characters are easy to follow and relate to. I mean, I feel like everyone really likes Mabel.
I did find a video of somebody saying that Mabel's the worst.
What?
So, but their opinion is invalid.
And then they made a second one saying the apology, but I didn't watch it, so I don't know if it's like a troll apology.
I think Dipper's the worst. He annoys me. I'm sorry.
But Kaylin's Dipper.
I relate to Dipper though on a spiritual level. So I can't agree. He is the
uncle.
worst.
I relate to the uncle.
Grunkle Stan.
Uncle Stan is my spirit animal.
That's true.
I saw the legs. Yeah. Okay. So look through the legs.
Yay! Cool. We just had to super lower our quality, but
I mean, but I think like the best character.
Yes.
Seuss.
Seuss is great.
Seuss is,
Love Seuss.
He's the real MVP.
yes.
There are really no bad characters in this show. I was thinking about this on the drive down because I was thinking about the things I want to talk about. As far as like characters that I'm like, oh, they could have done a lot better with this person. Most of the time, a lot of characters were at their worst. They were still like all right. There weren't any characters that was like, oh, wow, this person sucked in a way that was like just bad character writing. And I think like there's characters who are bad that you're like but they were never like poorly written. Really.
And I think like with like most for me like with characters like I get more upset if they're an adult and they're terrible because I'm just like you should know by now. But like yeah, Dipper is kind of terrible, but he's also a 12.
Yeah,
and they're just terrible.
Right, it's true. You're just terrible naturally at that age.
Maybe I'm just cringing because it reminded me of my past self.
right. No, like I relate to Dipper on a certain degree. So like you're right, he is the worst, but also that me though.
It's always so funny to just like watch like the distance in the video.
Oh, to see how far up behind we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't hear it, so I'm like I don't know what's going on.
So yep. If you make a Discord, I'll join 100%. Thanks,
Thank you.
We should consider that.
I got
check.
Jack freeze frame and no audio. Wait, there you are.
Wait, they are.
So we good?
Hey.
Good.
Hey, James. I hope you can see and hear us now. Thanks for hanging on. We appreciate it. Technology sucks, and life is a mess right now. So
we're fine.
It's fine. We're not all gonna die.
You know what we need? We need that the unicorn spell.
Oh, we need to go find some unicorn hair and some other stuff. I think some like mercury is also involved, which like isn't actually safe to use. And then we just put that around the house and it'll be good.
Well, sometimes you protect that with mercury. I was watching a little bit of the 2017 Mummy movie. That's how they protect the mummy.
Well, you actually watched that?
I think we're just on.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not like
nobody watched that movie.
Well, I mean, it made some money.
It has a whole roller coaster.
That movie does?
Not that movie.
No, the 90s one does.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
No, there's the one with
Tom Cruise.
Oh, ew, no.
Yeah, exactly. God, we are getting so off track already. Well, as soon as things working, we just like immediately went off track.
Dude, what if like, ooh, can they make like a mommy movie with the cast of Gravity Falls?
Yo.
That'd be hilarious, though.
Oh my god.
What are we talking about?
Hold on. Gravity Falls. I didn't know why the video is not showing up, but the audio is there. So
you know what?
Keep it for now.
Kaylin, try. Give a hand for Kaylin.
Thank you for your pity claps.
The pity claps will come in later because of the
lag. It's fine. We're just happy to be kind of moving right now. Okay, so we already have our overall thoughts on the series. We'll start off with the good, then kind of go to the not so good. What do you guys think are some of the best episodes, the best characters, and just some of the best kind of elements of the show? Like, what really stood out to you as far as something that's good?
I think Weird Mageddon Part 3.
Just Bill Cipher overall.
Yes. I love Bill Cipher.
Yes.
He's just so much fun, and like he's a fun villain.
Bill Cipher is a really great villain. I was thinking about this on the way down too. As far as like what do I like about Bill Cipher is that he's really just like this chaos god. So he's just like all about just being crazy. He's charismatic, so he's a lot of fun to watch. Like if you guys watched when we did Dreamscapers, like his whole opening thing, I was basically like mouthing along because it's such a great introduction to a character. And as far as like thinking about a lot of characters now like have like very complicated backstories and stuff. Bill Cipher's like kind of quote unquote origin or like a little bit more about him is like very mentioned like very much in passing in like the last episode, and I'm actually okay with that because we don't need to know about his like background to know like why he's doing the things he's doing. He's just kind of here. He says he's kind of here to party. He's here to kind of make things happen. Just here to be kind of like almost a trickster character.
Yeah, I think like
and so we do kind of learn enough about him to like know things, but we don't really care because we're more invested in just kind of like his charisma. So I just really love Bill Cipher. I think he's a great character.
I think it's like fine. Like I actually do like it if somebody either like you have to explain everything about a villain, which is like fine, but then you need to like stick to the canon or just be like, they're just here to party and chaos. Fine, great, let's do that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Preston and Philberg are pretty awful. Well written, but awful. Who are they?
Preston Northwest, Nathan Fillion's character.
Yeah, but it was Nathan Fillion.
And Philbrick was Stannon Ford's father. who like
Oh, yeah.
who like isn't good, but yes,
He was barely in it.
Kind of suck, but are well written.
He was barely in it, and then Nathan Fillion, I'm just kind of like, it's a bad character, but
right.
I love Nathan Fillion.
Zom says, I still like the headcanon that Dipper eventually ended up with Pacifica.
I don't mind that.
James
does turn
says,
around.
I ship him, unlike Maddie, who wanted Dipper and Candy. Who?
Take your multivitamins and boost your immune system. Yes, just do that.
Oh, I didn't mind Dipper and I think like
You thought Dipper and Candy was cute.
I thought they were
liked
cute.
That one. You
Like, but I thought both. But then I had an idea with like Pacifica of like she was gonna get a crush on Dipper, and Dipper was gonna be like, no, you made fun of Mabel, go away.
Yeah, which would be kind of funny and interesting.
Take your multivitamins to boost your immune. Oh, okay. I don't take I don't take a multivitamin, but I also eat vegetables.
Yeah, eat
your
veggies. So what are some of your guys' favorite episodes?
I probably should have thought of this before we did this.
I really like the one with the like town's founding father.
I love that
favorite.
one.
That's actually one of the first ones I watched.
Irrational Treasure.
That one's like
I remember you really liked that one.
because it was like A was a treasure hunt, B was about Mabel.
Yeah.
So
right, Mabel's kind of like more of a central character there, and that didn't relate to her romantic foibles. So because she gets a lot of those episodes, and that gets a little tiring after a while.
It gets tiring, but then I'm just like I like treasure hunts. I was like, ooh, we got to find all the clues. And we got to get the Declaration of Independence.
I was just going to say, gives you National Treasure vibes.
Is there making in the third one?
I think
they were supposed
canned.
to. But I thought that it came back, and then I thought maybe it got canned again. I don't know. So, obviously, we have to talk... If we're talking about best episodes, Not What He Seems is kind of like a duh moment. That's the...
Oh, yeah,
that's the big old reveal of, like, the portal opens and the reveal there. Fantastic episode. You pair those with A Tale of Two Stands. Both of those episodes are just like obviously I think are some of the best in the entire series, hands down. Not What He Seems especially. When we watched that again, I'm just like reliving all of those emotions. Weird Mageddon, super strong. But as far as like besides those big plot moments, I think the ones I really like, early season 2 is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because we start off with Karaoke. Love that episode because that's when
that one's fun.
Yeah, because we get the reveal there. That's when Stan is like, "Duh, of course I know there's weird stuff going on all the time."
And then Into the Bunker's really good.
Into the Bunker, yes, and those are back to back, which I forgot about once we came back. But,
yeah,
like, both of those episodes I love.
Yeah, and I also
like.
I kind of like the shows like kind of goes far with like some of like the creepier stuff. Cause like some of the monsters are like really well designed. Also, that one has Mark Hamill. Can't go wrong with him.
It's true.
Yeah, and then
Mark Hamill.
Great. Also, like I'm trying to think about the monsters that I like. I like the monster. I was about to say Karaoke, but not Karaoke. What am I thinking of? Summerween. I like that monster.
That's with the Summerween.
And then I found out that that's where the "I'm traumatized" comes from.
I've been traumatized, which I quote a lot. Actually, just Gravity Falls in general, I quote a lot, and half the time, no one knows what I'm talking about.
Sam says, I don't know if you saw the comment where I suggested it, but my top 10 pretty much matches 100% with Nostalgia Critic. Oh, yeah, we did.
I think we saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd love to see you react to it. We talk a little bit about Nostalgia Critic. We definitely did
we did a thing about when all the crap went down.
When all that stuff went down. We actually have a video about that if you want to hear kind of our
I'm like not 100% sure I feel about the video, but like learning more stuff, then you learn less stuff, but we're kind of...
That video was a reaction of how we felt during the time.
But I'll say this, like, if you're still watching Nostalgia Critic...
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You do you. It's just, like, I think, like...
Some people have complicated feelings about it now.
Yeah, some people have complicated feelings about that. I think people learning this in therapy, like, if you like something that's considered, like, controversial, that's totally fine. We just need to acknowledge that there are complicated feelings.
Yes.
Moving on.
But okay, season 1 episodes we liked. I don't think we talked about season 1 episodes. You said Summerween.
I did say Summerween.
Dreamscapers. I love Dreamscapers.
That one's good.
That's the introduction of Bill Cipher. Also Sock Opera. Any episode of Bill Cipher I love.
Was Sock Opera season 1?
Sock Opera season 2. That's what I forgot from season 2. Which also I think was episode 4. Like the first handful of episodes of season 2 are like bam, 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 bam. Which are really great.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, the pilot's really good.
Pilot is a very solid pilot.
There was gnomes, which I was not expecting.
It draws you in just immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it really sets the tone perfectly in its first episode, so it's a really, really solid pilot. So, yeah, I know. Season 1 is the one, I think in the middle of it, there's kind of a
lull.
There is a little of a lull where I had to tell you, it's like, where I was starting to look at and be like, I love these episodes. These ones Okay.
I mean,
Are
it's
there
common in
those ones
most
I love.
shows where, you know, there will be a lull.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
it
Yeah.
happens.
That's not uncharacteristic.
Yeah.
So yes, those are some of my favorite. My favorite episodes are always the ones with like the big plot moments.
I like that, and also the ones that are like really funny, which I can't think of right now because I don't have a.
But even their side episodes are good. Like I said, that Founding Fathers one.
Yeah,
That's kind of like
that's
abstract.
Yeah, that's
Which
kind
like
of
I thought
funny.
was gonna be more involved, but it kind of wasn't. So I'm like, okay.
Right. The I mean, we can point out the Love God for just having the IE kids scene because that was one of the funniest scenes in the
Yeah.
entire series.
I
With
don't
the
like that.
balloon.
I don't like that episode, but that's kind of like a personal thing.
Well, you don't like love.
I don't like love
stuff.
potions.
Just for that scene with the balloon and the IE kids is one of the funniest.
Yeah.
Scenes, just like
You know,
hands down.
I expected there to be more of an involvement with the time travel episode.
Me too.
Oh,
I
happened with
said
that?
that.
Yeah.
I like.
Mhm.
Nothing really happened.
I
It's
don't
kinda
love the. I don't think I
disappointing.
love the time traveler's pig except for Waddles.
Yeah. We love Waddles.
We do love Waddles.
I thought it was an interesting concept, and I would have thought they'd go further with it.
But they didn't. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's the point of this then? Like, that was kind of my thing with, like, some stuff. Like, what's the point of bringing this up?
Right.
you know, I guess
besides-
they figured a lot of other shows have done that. And they
Mhm.
didn't want to do it themselves, I guess.
Yeah.
No, Gravity Falls is Gravity Falls like as a town in and of itself is kind of a grab bag of things. So they kind of just like wanted to have like kind of one of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they did this, they did that, they did this.
They don't want to fixate too much.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yes.
I have an episode list. Trying to think.
I will need to refresh.
I like
don't remember
Bottomless
all the
Pit.
episodes.
Oh, that's okay. Okay.
Oh, Headhunters. That's a good episode.
Headhunters. Okay.
That's a great episode.
That's it. That's solid.
What else?
The Inconveniencing. That was one of the first episodes I saw that I really liked. Because it.
Oh, right.
the
That one's really.
The Inconveniencing has some of the first of like the weird imagery. Like Gravity Falls has some really creative, like creepy, disturbing imagery. Like disturbing to the level that you can kind of push for a kid show. And Gravity Falls loves to kind of push the bill on some of those things of what you can get away with for a kid's show, which I love.
Well, that was like the
and
first.
so yeah, Inconveniencing was one of the first instances.
That was like
of
the first episode where that was like the first like indication of like what I thought the show was gonna be, because I thought it was gonna be like a summer. I originally thought the show was like a summer camp thing with like these set of twins, and then like I was gonna feel like I was on drugs half the time.
Yeah.
And like that was like the first episode where I'm just like, oh, you put something in my water.
There's here are the drugs. Yes.
Yay, because what did Maple eat like?
The smile dip.
Yeah.
The smile dip. Onwards, Aoshima. I love it.
Summer we bought. I said I like the Bottomless Pit. The Deep End's fine. I do like Mermando.
Yeah. Ramondo's good. Ramondo's a solid character.
He's dope. I think you liked Boy Crazy.
Boy Crazy?
Yeah. Did you like that one?
No.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I think people do, and I'm like, it's fine.
Is it Boys Crazy? Which one?
That's the boy band one.
Yeah, no. No.
Oh, I thought you did like
Oh,
that.
that guy she was with.
Which
I mean,
one?
you're supposed the boyfriend Wendy was with.
Robbie.
Robbie.
He's in it for a while, though.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he's kind of one of the bigger characters.
I enjoy the Inconveniencing from Dreamscapers to The Bunker.
Not What He Seems is absolutely the best. Okay, James, you and I have very similar taste in these episodes, so shout out to you.
Yeah.
But okay, so a little bit more about any other characters anybody wants to talk about as far as characters they like. Special shout out to McGucket. I love McGucket.
I'm Old Man McGucket.
I'm Old Man McGucket.
He's so important.
But
He's
yes,
so important.
That's what I love about him, because he's like this weird, crazy, like kind of crazy.
He's not
genius
evil, but he's like
scientist.
kind of, especially in the second episode, he's like kind of creepy.
Well, he
with
is
the robot.
like a very chaotic, just like it's pure chaotic.
He's
character
very
to
chaotic, and
love.
I'm like, I didn't like him. And like after the second episode, when he said like he built a robot to get his wife back, and I'm like, well, so you're just a creep?
Yeah, I mean, kinda.
He's a creep, and then you find out his story, and you're just like, oh, was that happening when he was going crazy? Then that's
Yes.
really sad.
Yeah.
His story's kind of sad.
Society of the Blind Eye. Also love that episode.
That's a good episode.
So I love characters like that. Characters who like seem to be of little importance and then come back and you realize like, oh, this is like some heavy stuff involved.
Yeah.
With this weird, funny joke character.
Then he got like sympathetic.
Which is a trope that I really like.
You also
so.
like Toby Cute Biker.
Is
that one?
Tyler.
Tyler Cute Biker.
Yeah, it's Toby Determined and
Toby
Tyler
Determined.
Cute Biker.
And
I
then
only like Toby Determined because I use his quote, I just want to be a part of things a lot. I say that often. Nobody knows what I'm referencing. And I am a fan of get 'em.
And it's like Sheriff Blubbs and Deputy Derwin. The best couple.
I
ship them.
That's
No, but that's canon, right?
that's like canon.
Okay.
Yeah. This was early 2010s. You couldn't get away with a lot of stuff then.
No, and I was thinking,
but that was
and I was like watching Becker for like the last episode of the part where like they see each other, and Pacificus is like, "Mom, Dad," and he's like, Derlin, and then it's like,
Lubs.
aw,
And you're like,
yay.
love does exist, even between cops. So
The submarine episode was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
Cause they have watermelons. I don't know if that would work. Summer watermelon jack-o'-lanterns.
we should try it sometime.
Do we want to?
We'll try it during the summer.
Can I see the watermelon instead?
We can do both.
Okay.
Porque no los dos. Okay.
With
So
all the terrible candy. The terrible candy is the worst part.
any other kind of favorites or like things that Gravity Falls did really well that we think are worth pointing out right now?
I mean, I think just like with some of the stuff with like going out there with like with their comedy and like their world building was like really well done.
Yeah. I love the setups of mystery. Like, this show is so fun because of, like, the little, like, having to decipher things.
Yeah.
Because this just really plays to, like, if I was the age that, you know, in that target demographic, like, I would be the one, like, if I could, like, pause the show, write things down, and then try to look them up.
And also Dipper Movable versus the Future is a good episode. Like, right before Weird Mageddon.
It's a really good setup to the finale. But as far as, like, those codes and things, like, I love looking them up. I love our cryptogram segments at the end, the things you missed, the little trivia, like being able to pick up little things later and see how, like, they're actually hinting towards this. The setup to the Stan twin thing, love it. That's why Not What He Seems is so good, because it's such a great payoff. But yeah, no, if I was a kid, I would so be trying to decipher things, because if anybody read Artemis Fowl,
they're doing a movie.
yeah, okay, but apparently the movie, like,
looks bad.
I said it looked bad.
The first trailer was good, but then the second trailer, apparently they're making, because Artemis Fowl, like, he's supposed to be like this dick kid who's like nobody likes, but they're trying to make him likable.
Yeah, I see that.
So that's a problem.
No, wasn't the story that like he was a dick and he was rich, and then
Yeah, he was just an all-around asshole.
Yeah, but they at the bottom of the first book they had like these symbols at the bottom of like every single page, so you could decode it to make a story. I did that when I was like in the 6th grade. So
I'm trying to figure out.
So that's why I'm like, I am Dipper.
Yeah,
And
I'm too much like Mabel.
Level. Yeah.
Especially at that
Oh, but
age,
Kenneth Brown is
Mabel.
directing it. He's a good director.
Yeah, but
I like him.
yeah,
Who's in it?
We'll see.
People are in it. Nobody. Josh Gad's in it.
They also like delayed it by like a full year. Or
Oh
something
yeah, they
crazy like
did.
that.
I'm just trying to see if
Man,
anybody.
that book came out a million years ago.
I know. I read it early middle school.
I will say this. I like the fact like when you get like a newbie for like a role like that instead of like somebody who's like known. So like they got a newbie kid. That's kind of dope.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to newbie actors.
Blubs and Derlin is relationship goals.
Word. So yeah, those are kind of the big things that I really love about Gravity Falls. Okay, well let's talk about the not so great. What are some things that were
The meh?
Well, what's the meh, or what are some of the weaker episodes? What are some of the characters that like kind of fell short, or what are some moments that really didn't have the impact that you thought they should have?
Wendy, personally.
Wendy.
I like Wendy.
To me, I don't know.
She's too much of a teenager.
I mean, look, she's helpful, especially towards the end, but the whole thing with her and Dipper, I'm like, come on.
That did kind of go on for a while.
That went on a bit.
A little longer. Once Dipper got over it, it was great.
Yeah.
But like getting up
agreed.
to that point was like, eh.
Yeah.
But
But I don't think it's a Wendy problem. It's more like a Dipper issue.
True.
That's But as far as Wendy could have done more, and that's not Wendy's problem. That's like because when Wendy has her moments, she's awesome. She kicked like into the bunker.
Yeah, where
She's so kick ass in that episode.
With like an axe.
I think just like her doing her own thing, like by herself when it involves like Dipper or Robbie.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, that's totally.
Robbie also kind of sucks.
Dara, what about you? What kind of fell short for you?
I guess like the big thing for me, like as a whole with this show, and I think we even talked about this during the finale. I think this should have been 3 seasons. Like I know there was like a plan, but like the thing with like everything with Ford. While I liked Ford a bit and he was interesting, it felt really rushed. So I'm like, there probably should have been a thing of like either you had to do less fillery episodes,
right,
or you should have just made it 3 seasons and even made the 3rd season shorter.
Did something happen? I thought I remember hearing something.
No, Gravity Falls, I think there was talks, it was going to be either 2 or 3 seasons, and they eventually settled on 2. So eventually there were talks for a 3rd season.
So it's not like it was canceled or anything?
No, it wasn't canceled. Okay. It ended the way that it wanted to. And I have a note about talking about the 2 seasons or 3 seasons later, so I'm going to put like kind of a pin in that. We'll get back to that. But that's also a very big criticism of mine. I think this show would have been super strong with 3 seasons.
Yeah, I think that's like
but,
this biggest weakness of like that.
Yeah. What about some episodes we didn't like? I know, Jerry, you said you didn't like the Love God.
I don't like the Love God, but I just don't like Love Potions because
Yeah.
it just kind of just feels like it's not real
Mm-hmm.
with that, and you're kind of just like forcing two people to like go against like what they normally would. And I know like there was a thing of like I think it was like Robbie and Tammy were like still together afterwards, so like once it wears off, like
which is
so like fine.
No, that was such like a thing. I think, especially as a fandom, just like I remember following the show as it was coming out, that everyone at the end was like, is that like that's of a questionable, maybe ethical? Okay, we're just gonna keep that there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So that one is definitely like Love God. I think is weaker. Just like save the one scene which I love.
What's Banico?
Baccano. As Lucy as y'all, I'd love to see y'all wrap your head around the short but complex. Yo, I've seen Baccano. I have considered Baccano for first reaction, fan reaction. I'm not sure though yet.
Okay.
But that's actually one of the ones I have.
So don't spoil it.
Don't spoil anything. Because I don't know. Because I want to do an anime for my next one. But I'm not sure which one yet. I'm stuck between a few. But anyway.
Oh, is that an anime?
Yes.
All
right. Baccano. It's really good. But no. So but yeah, Love God I think is definitely a weaker one besides like one scene. Roadside Attraction I think is the weakest episode.
I've heard people say I don't like this. I feel like there's probably more that I dislike more. Not many more, but like I'm kind of meh on it.
Yeah, and then there's some in the middle.
Yeah.
Anything with like I wasn't super following like Mabel's like romantic ventures. Like I could only if they had half the episodes revolving around that than they did. Like if they cut that number a lot thinner, I would have been way more fine with that.
Well, I feel
that
like
wasn't something
I
enjoyed.
A lot of like the meh episodes either revolving around that or revolving around Dipper trying to get Wendy.
Yeah. Yes. Those are the two kind of weaker.
And a lot of times like there's like bits that are good in those episodes. Like I think what was the one like was it Double Dipper, the clone one?
Yes.
Like that's bit is like okay, but then you have all the stuff with Mabel where she's like where she meets Candy and Greta for the first time.
Yeah.
And tries to make friends, and that's great.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, especially that's interesting. Yeah, where some episodes with like the weaker A plot still has a fun B plot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the several times episode wasn't like a huge fan of. I think just because I never got boy bands growing up. Like I was never a boy band.
I thought because I didn't like it when we were watching it. Really, I think I don't know because I'm trying to think like. Because I think that might have been the episode I was thinking of when I'm like with like Roadside Attraction. I'm like, yeah, but like Boy Crazy, I don't like as like Boy Crazy. Like I left not really liking. At least like with Roadside Attraction, I'm like,
yeah.
I kind of like that episode. That's the one where they go to the different stops and they.
Yeah.
I kind of like that one.
It's
That's
cute.
Like a fun one.
Also, like apparently the villain was Chelsea Peretti, who's awesome.
Oh yeah.
She's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Mm-hmm.
or she was. I don't know.
She left.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And then I feel bad when it's like because I've also seen like the Big Fat Quiz and like I feel bad like if the only other thing I know a person for is like who they're married to.
Right.
She's married to Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah.
Which I'm like,
It's just like fair. That's what a power couple that is. So yeah, and yes, and then some of the middle episodes of season 1. They're not bad. They're just like a little like yeah. And each episode still has like certain moments or lines that are a lot of fun and pretty memorable. But yep, some just kind of fall a little short. Is there any characters that we like don't like? I kind of said before.
I mean, Mary said Wendy a bit, but like
right.
Hopefully would turn you around to that. I hated Gideon for the longest time.
Do you hate him just because like is as a
no? I just like I didn't think
he was.
I didn't think he was a good villain. I'm just like I don't. He was just I don't know like something. He just came off as like a bit too creepy for me, and then. Because, like, he immediately gave me that vibe of, like, just go away and never come back.
So, he's supposed to be a grown man, right? Why?
No, he's 12.
Oh, he's
10. He's 10.
He's
10. Yeah, he's a weird baby man. But I think I call him a baby man. So.
You call him a baby man?
Yeah.
No, because
that would be... Why are you crushing on Mabel if you're supposed to be... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's what...
So that makes sense now.
Yeah, that makes more sense now.
It's all legalities
I guess I just assumed because, like, he's running for, like, town... president.
No, his dad. No, he made his dad do that. Or
his dad did that.
His dad did that.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was controlling his dad. So
mind control.
Mind control. It's
also,
ethically questionable.
That episode's also not very good, but I do like the joke about the tie and Ronald Reagan. That's a good joke.
That was pretty good. Yeah, no, the Sanchurian candidate. I also like that for the Twitter account. The Twitter account that got tied into that was really funny. So
yeah, I just want to get him for like the longest time. Just like go, like nothing up. Every time I was on screen, I was like, whereas like when Bill Saber came on, I'm like, yay!
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can think of like other times with like even I think like with a couple villains with like not really much with Orphan Black, but like with Legend of Korra, there was like villains. I'm just like, can you just go away and not come back?
Unalaq.
Agreed.
I was thinking Mako, but okay.
Mako's not a villain.
You still want him to go away.
You still did want Mako to... Mako, yeah.
Only Detective Mako's good.
Only Detective Mako's good, yes. Guys, go watch our Legend of Korra stuff. It's great.
Even though you can't see our faces for a good chunk of it. And
like
most of our reactions are blocked.
Yeah, we got kind of screwed there.
We didn't know what we were doing. Now we still don't know what we're doing, but it's fine.
But we know slightly more. It's just like a net zero. So... Yeah, Gideon, he's more of definitely a season 1 villain.
But then he kept coming back, and I was like, I thought we were done.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah, you were
like Bill Cipher's so much more fun, and he's like, yeah.
Although I guess he serves a purpose because like Bill Cipher ended up using him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
So.
And then I think like all the other characters are just like so in the background enough that like you can kind of like if you don't like them, you can just ignore them.
Yeah.
Although I can't remember, like some of the side characters are fun.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like Omi Magek get it like for a while, and then he kind of grew on me, and then he get to his backstory.
And you're like,
yeah. I have issues with Ford as well.
Ford. Oh, I have complicated feelings about Ford.
Here's the thing: I think if we concluded, if they did a season 3 and they had like they concluded season 2 with not what he seemed, and then you went forward, I just think he wasn't developed enough.
Right, he had a longer way to go, and his character development, which he did have, was a really fast turnaround because it was like they kind of had to squeeze it in because we didn't have a lot of time left. It was like, oh, there he goes.
Because you kind of didn't think like he cared about anybody.
Yeah.
And then you realize like he does actually care about like he felt like he cared about Dipper, which like
yeah.
And then like not really Mabel because like, he didn't hang out with Mabel, but we're kind of like
right. Ford's thing. It was that like he's a big picture guy, so he's always looking things like it's not that he doesn't care about anything, it's just that he looks things at big picture, so he wants to save the whole world. Like that's his thing. He has a much more of a worldview, and he kind of he doesn't throw people aside, but
it's more like the ends justify the means, right?
Yeah, that's kind of his thing. Yeah, he kind of looks at more of a big picture. How is this going to benefit everyone in the long run? And so. Because he's even willing to like kind of sacrifice his own self or his well-being to kind of do that, and then so he doesn't care about small picture stuff. And then there's a moment like right at the end. It's kind of like when him and Stan are kind of trapped, and the kids are kind of running off doing something where he's like, well, it doesn't matter saving the world if we can't save these kids. So that but it's a real quick turnaround, and it's a blink and you miss it kind of character development. So like, yeah, Ford, definitely needed more space there. So yeah, that's why I have complicated feelings about Ford, because I do like him as a character, but he did need a lot more room to grow. Yes.
I agree.
All right. So is there any questions that we still have about Gravity Falls as far as like, okay, the show ended, but what are you really itching to know more about?
Because I think Bill Cipher can come back, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Because like, the way like he kind of died, I guess it didn't feel like full, like, because he just like died and like they blasted Stan's head.
Right.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, headshot.
So like you're kind of like, is that because that felt like it felt like probably the definite way to defeat him permanently was like the circle thing. With like the symbols, and then that kind of got blown out. I feel like that's a definite way to defeat him. So then the way that they did it, I'm like, okay, is that like a permanent?
Right.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of like here's like this like big setup for like the way you defeat the person, and then like that doesn't end up working.
Right, and you have to like get kind of creative with that.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna touch on that.
You're supposed to hate Gideon. No, I get that.
Right, there's a difference between like a character that you don't like because they're a bad person and a character you
just don't like.
That's like that you don't like because you just don't like how they're kind of created or written or how their kind of thing goes about.
Yeah.
So we do recognize
like Bill. Like I don't like Bill Cipher because he's a bad guy, but then I also love him.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Or like if you think of another show like Legend of Korra, the Red Lotus gang. They're bad people, but I love them.
So good.
That I love them.
What a good set of villains those guys were. So what about you, Mary? Do you have any do you remember having any questions at the end, being like, oh, well, why wasn't this answered? Or
I didn't see this was on. He thought Blendon was annoying. Blendon could be annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
A little bit, but
he just wasn't in it enough. So
yeah, right. He only had kind of 2 episodes. And he was in it.
Well, then he was in Weird again for a smidge.
For like a smidge.
Anyway, Mary.
Okay. So as far as the ending goes with Bill Cipher, I kind of like how they did it. It's supposed to be an air of mystery. You're not supposed to completely understand Bill Cipher and his sort of kind of demise. because he's supposed to be a godlike character. I mean,
Yes.
you see him all over the show, like
Mhm.
little hints of him throughout. So, you know, I'm okay with not having a third season. I'm okay with it being hanging in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like a third season, like 10 years on, though.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Yeah, that's
ooh, kind of like a what's it called? The
reunion time
Jack.
skip.
No,
No.
it's the Jack, the Samurai Jack. That's what I'm thinking of. It came back like several years later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like,
maybe like Dipper and Mabel grown up and
well, because like if you do like 10 years later, they would have been like just left college, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So then you could do like
Like
maybe
us.
like we're gonna like go back to spend the summer in Gravity Falls and then like see what we're gonna do with the rest of our lives, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bill comes back and they either have to like, because I feel like Dipper would probably,
they're kind of grooming Dipper to like take Ford's place.
Yes.
which is kind of annoying because I'm like, buddy's 12 and like.
But he wanted to do it. I mean, he had an interest in it.
He did want to do it, but he didn't want to leave Mabel.
That's
Right.
true.
Then he had the realization, like, wait, no, he does have to like be a kid and kind of go through the growing up process before he kind of makes those next steps, which is part
that
of like.
ending though with the kids like going back home. Oh,
Oh,
my god.
I like literally I was editing the episode where we reacted to that. Like I'd already watched the scene multiple times, but even editing that I was getting emotional and be like, ugh.
But like you knew that was gonna, I think like you kind of knew that was gonna happen. Also, doesn't everybody have cell phones? I mean, like I know like they're far away, so like it's kind of like when you leave like overnight camp. It's kind of like it's harder because you know you're not gonna see these people for like a long time.
You're right. Yeah.
And like you don't even know if they're gonna come. Like you don't know if they're gonna come back next summer.
Mm-hmm.
So like I get that, and it's like definitely sad. But I'm kind of like, I mean, how else was it gonna end?
No, but you know, it's
they have
sad.
to go back to their
It's a
parents.
good sad. Like it's like a very it's emotional
Bittersweet.
because you care about it.
Yeah.
Because it got you to care about it, and that's why you're emotional, not because it's over, because it wasn't done well. But that's how it should have ended. And it was those last couple scenes are really really great. So yeah, that's you guys actually kind of touched about one of my questions was that if you were make another season kind of after. So there's two options that I want to talk about. It's if there was 3 seasons, as in if we stretched this series out 3 seasons instead of 2. So the end of the 3rd season was still Weirdmageddon.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things would you put in those additional episodes? And then the second half of that was, okay, we have the 2 seasons, we're going to keep them there, and then we're going to come back to do an extra season years down the road. What kind of things do you guys want? So we kind of started touching about that, but I wasn't sure if you guys had any kind of more things you wanted to add there. So let's go back to if we took this and expanded it to 3 seasons, what kind of things would you want them to kind of build on more?
Well, I think Zav said I'd love a spin-off that just explores the weird creatures. I think that'd be a good like web series.
Fantastic
Yeah.
Beasts.
There you go.
Is that quality though?
No.
Let's be honest. I don't mind the first movie. I'll be fair. It's
all right.
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Gravity Falls.
Did it work?
Yes. There we go. Got it. I still can't see it, but we got it.
Yay.
But yeah, Gravity Falls. So yeah, I want to. Do you guys have any additional thoughts on what you guys want to see? And if you would expand the series more, if there's more episodes in the middle, between Not What He Seems and Weirdmageddon, what kind of things would you have wanted to see?
I think you just need to like show Ford's like arc from like being like a big picture guy to like actually starting to care about people.
More individual people, yes.
And like Stan and Ford's relationship, because that was also kind of like that was really interesting, but then it was kind of rushed.
Yes. Yeah, I think
Because like it felt like Ford at one point was a caring guy.
Yeah.
And then everything bad happened, and then also probably went a bit crazy with Gravity Falls stuff.
Yeah, Ford's arc is interesting because he starts off like as a kid where he's really tight with Stan. But once he starts kind of getting a taste of like the world out there, like when he starts thinking like beyond kind of the town he grows up in, that's when he starts getting this big picture view. And then he kind of sacrifices his relationship with Stanley to be part of it. And then he has to kind of come back to terms to realize that he still has to care about his interpersonal relationships. So I do definitely agree they should have expanded on that a lot more. With Stan, one of the things that I think one of the criticisms that I have, or just like something that I would have liked to see more, Stan went from I love Stan as a character. I think is best from season 2, episode 1 through Tale of Two Stans. I think that is like kind of the golden era of his character.
Like with his arc and like...
Yeah, because in season 1, we are, like, for the most part of season 1, we are really frustrated. Not frustrated, but we're kind of like, we see, like, there's hints in the show that Stan is literally not what he seems, that he knows more than we think he does, but he kind of turns a blind eye to all the weird things going on in Gravity Falls and doesn't take the kids seriously. But we still know that he knows something. At the very end of the first episode, we can see, like, he knows something. Dreamscapers, we get a little bit of that. And also, there's some just good Stan moments in that episode, too. There's good Stan moments throughout. I just, really like Stan as a character. And then end of season 1, we see he's working on something. And then Karaoke is great because I love the moment where kind of where some of the secrets come out as far as, like, Dipper getting so frustrated that Stan doesn't believe him until the point where Stan is like, I'm pushing away because obviously I know this stuff is real. Duh, I'm not an idiot. And then we kind of see Stan, like, he's trying to be somewhat honest with things, but he's still kind of hiding up through not what he seems. So he's an incredibly competent character. Like, he is smart to a degree. But then I think when Ford comes back, they kind of have to kind of railroad Stan into a different direction of being like, okay, well, Ford's, like, the paranormal, weird science guy. And so that Stan has to kind of be the foil to that and just be, like, more of the rooted, grounded, in reality kind of guy. Even though Stan has kind of been participating in this, he literally spent 30 years, like, collecting journals trying to get Ford back. But then they have to be like, okay, but we have to kind of separate these twins so they kind of can get back to this character arc thing. So post Tale of Two Stans, the direction that Stan goes is kind of like, Yeah. Like, he's still kind of like this shyster type, and he's like, he does have that rocky relationship with Ford, but I don't know, I would like to see room with that grow and kind of just explore that more with complexity, as far as, like, Stan still very much does have a hand in the weirdness of Gravity Falls, but he's trying to balance that with the Mystery Shack stuff too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I would have liked to see that more, and kind of, instead of having, like, this more black and white relationship with Ford, and he's like, Stan is pissed at Ford because Ford doesn't really acknowledge all the stuff that Stan has gone through. I would have liked to explore that more and kind of make that more clear, instead of, like,
I
Stan
think,
being
like,
he didn't say thank you, which, like, I get it, but, like it could have been a lot more.
I get why
detailed
both
with
of
that.
them are mad at each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I think the whole reason why they portrayed it that way to begin with isn't it supposed to be, like, a cautionary tale to Mabel and Dipper? Like, this is what could potentially happen to you guys, so forewarning.
Right. Yeah. But I think yes. So I'm not saying that they'd get rid of that, the contentiousness between them. I just think there was more complexity there than, instead of the railroading it into be like, well, they just don't get along. It's like, It's more complex than that, because, like, Stan literally spent 30 years trying to get Ford back, and then him turn around and still be like, I'm really pissed at you right now. Like, I think there are more complicated feelings than that we could have, with more time, kind of been able to kind of explore that a little more.
Yeah. Trying to see here. A movie plot could be them all drawn back to Gravity Falls because of Bill returning. Actually, a TV movie would be good.
That would be awesome. I'd watch that.
I still think it would be good if you did it, like, years in the future.
Future, yeah. You do, like, a good 10 years, like, literally.
I think you do it less like they're drawn there because of Bill Cipher. Because my thing is, like, if you do 10 years, like, they're about to graduate college, let's go back to Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
For some time, just to, have
right, because then they're really going to be, like, adults.
Yeah. And then James Wilson, what was Ford up to for 30 years? Will another form...
Yeah, what was he doing?
Another time change Bill. What other countries were Stan in jail? Can Mabel find love with a human?
We can only hope.
Probably.
Those are the questions to ask. Yeah, those are the questions that we can.
Yeah, because, like, none of the only boyfriend that was good was Mermando, and he's marrying a sea manatee.
A manatee, yeah. But she's so beautiful.
She was. I bet probably California she'll find somebody.
I'm sure it's a big ass state.
That's quarantined.
Is California quarantined right now?
Isn't it? I thought it was. I thought a lot of cases were in, like, San Francisco.
No, you're right. Well, no.
No?
Some.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know what their level versus our level is of quarantine. We're just bringing it back to the news.
I do kind of wonder what was Stan doing for 30 years? Not Stan, Ford?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be, like, a fun side thing, like, a little bit to get a little more insight about Ford's adventures.
Why, like,
you
could think of, like, probably, like, you could have focused on, like, Stan's character and even, like, brought in Ford and, like, the last, like, few episodes of season 2, and then you do, like, a season 3 where, like, the first half focuses, like, on Ford, and then the last half focuses on, like, their why. Like, that's what I think, like, focus on that, and it's kind of like. And you could do it, like, parallel with, like, Dipper and Mabel a bit, because that was, like, a thing that I also, like, they were paralleling the two.
Yeah,
of,
they have, like, the parallels were really great. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. What another form, another time change, Bill? How many countries were Stan in jail?
Many.
Many?
Actually, I just remember Colombia. I forget how many others.
America?
Yeah.
Some states. Wasn't he banned in like?
He was banned in most states.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really go back. Including Pennsylvania.
What other? Maybe Canada.
Probably Canada.
Okay.
Maybe Canada. I don't know.
Was he in Guantanamo?
He may, Stan may have spent time in Gitmo. We cannot be sure.
We can't.
But yeah. So I think those bring up any other points about that.
I think like now like I do kind of want like a TV movie where they go back like in 10 years and like.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah,
and I'd love.
Do you like that more than stretching out to a third season? Like if they had done it.
Yeah. So additionally, if we kind of keep what we have there now, and we wanted to bring back for a third season, kind of what would we do as far as like kind of like the reunion season?
Yeah, because I kind of want to see like a Dipper and Mabel, like their characters now like evolved as like adults.
Right. Like
what would how crafty would Mabel be as like a 20-year-old?
Right.
She'd be such a hipster, wouldn't she?
Oh my gosh, she would.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
I think she'd be like a fun hipster.
Yeah, she'd be fun.
I think more like hippie versus hipster.
Yeah, hippie, and then Dipper would just be. He'd probably be a nerd. He'd be a nerd.
He'd be a nerd.
Yeah, nerd. But yeah, it'd be fun to see them kind of older.
As the oldest of five, I can attest brothers can easily butt heads like that for the dumbest reasons. Yeah, but I think like I think for me there's a difference between like real life and like television, where like.
Whoa. Real life is not like TV.
Well, because like you can like there can be like more complexities, and like you can say like no, but it's more complex. And, like sometimes people do stuff for dumb reasons. Like I get that, but like a television thing is telling a story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And a story needs a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Mm-hmm. And it's all compact. We don't see all those years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would love to see Bill come back though for like that reunion season because he's gonna come back. Like especially because if they wiped. Sorry, I got really aggressive there because I feel very strongly about Gravity Falls. No, but because how they defeated him was going in and erasing Stan's mind, which would theoretically erase kind of all of his memories. But Stan got his memories back fairly quickly. Because I mean, we only had a short amount of time, and it kind of had to end on a happy ending there. But he got his memories back fairly quickly, which says that like obviously Bill's still lingering somewhere. So I'd love to see kind of Bill Cipher come back.
Ooh,
I'd love to see his
like
revenge
manifests
arc.
like in Stan. And then it's like a possession. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. I've been watching some Jekyll and Hyde stuff recently.
It's like my theory for the next Avatar season. Which, if you haven't seen that video, it's a great video. Go
was yours that or mine? No, mine was different.
Yours was kind of like that.
Mine was like it was like an Azula type person, and that some of the friends might be split personalities.
Yeah, mine was
like a steampunk thing.
My theory was in later Avatar seasons because. In season 2 of Korra, I'm just going to Cliff Notes version right here. Season 2 of Korra, when
which is terrible.
When Batu destroys Rava, dark cannot exist without light, vice versa. So they're able to find Rava within Batu and pull him out, and that's how the Avatar spirit returns. But theoretically, once they destroy Batu, like theoretically the same thing should happen. So then Batu would be like within the spirit of the Avatar, and eventually would want to come back. So that would be. So anyway, go watch her. Video about theories for next Avatar season, or like
you actually made that. You made that a video chunk.
I did make that a video chunk. You can go watch that. Like if we were to make a new season of Avatar, what would we do? Because I feel very strongly about Avatar. And also just like I just want to write kids shows, guys. Hire me.
Somebody hire her.
Somebody hire me, please. Also, I am determined one day to reboot Danny Phantom. That's another one of my goals.
Oh. Yes.
I feel very strongly about this. One day I will reboot Danny Phantom and restore it to the glory that it deserves, not the glory that it finished with.
Did it not finish well? I don't remember.
It could have been better.
I could get on a whole separate video about like what I feel about Danny Phantom.
Because I've only
they squandered some stuff. They set up a lot of really cool stuff and then kind of squandered some of it, and then ended it in a weird way. So.
But here's the thing: like I've seen Danny Phantom, just like not a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. You've seen like bits and pieces.
I've seen bits and pieces and like episode bits.
You don't really have to watch it like in linear.
No, the later you get, the more it draws on like earlier stuff. But like still, but for the most part,
I just remember there was like one with like a plant monster. And the plant monster was also Mark Hamill.
Oh.
Really?
And then they possessed what's her name, Sam. I think the plant monster possessed Sam, and then Danny was upset. I think they were a couple.
They were a weird thing. Yeah, they weren't like official to the end, but like that towards the end they were kind of like a weird.
They were leading up to it for quite a long time.
But anyway, but Then they did Valerie dirty.
Which
Anyway,
one? Valerie the sister?
no, Valerie was
that's the black girl.
yeah, she was the.
The other girl.
She was the one who was she was like a bounty hunter. It was like freaking
Oh yeah,
cool.
like
Oh,
hunting down
right.
things.
She was.
How do they do her
badass.
dirty? Unless you want to do.
They just kind of like she just kind of like faded off. Like she could have been so much better. Anyway, Gravity Falls.
Back to Gravity Falls.
You sounded really drunk there for a second.
You should have Dara watch Danny Phantom all the way through.
I mean,
that's a good.
that's a
good
weird one though, because
suggestion.
I've seen episodes
That's
of
hard
it.
to find. It's hard to find all the episodes.
Yeah. James Wilson says my brother and I haven't spoken in 12 years.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
I mean, unless like he's like a real scumbag, in which case, I mean, I think it's good if you could cut people. Sorry.
I'm sorry. That was really funny. But no, yes.
We just got the lag thing, but like,
there's no reason to keep toxic people in your life, but always
of
leave
course
room,
not. No,
always
no.
leave room for forgiveness and change.
Yes, but like if they're not gonna change, then cut them out.
Familiar relationships
happy
are
with-
complicated.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yes. Life is complicated.
Never seen Legend of Korra. Well, watch it with
Watch
us
it.
because we have a whole backlog of it. You can't really watch most of our reactions because we didn't start them until like season 2.
Viacom.
Well, no, I mean we didn't start them in general.
Okay, that's
Until season
that's
2.
true. And then Viacom.
And then Viacom. But also, like, we didn't, I think, like, with that show, we only did, like, I know like season 2 we only did, like, the finale. And then I think the premiere of season 3. And then we didn't actually do much until, like, a point.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did, and then, I think after that we did, like, every episode.
Yeah.
So, but we have, and that's only not our faces, just our voices, because we didn't do the video thing till, like, near the end of Orphan Black.
Yeah, so because that was a progression because we still consider ourselves a podcast, so we're mostly in audio.
Yeah, but like we didn't
audio
actually.
First.
Yeah, I don't think we did like the Gravity Falls our first full show that we did the face cams with. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it worked out great.
And some people, I was surprised like not many people asked like why did you do Legend of Korra and not Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah, because we've both seen it.
We've both seen it.
But
I
you
like
haven't
that
seen it
show.
before. Yeah.
I actually own it on DVD, which is weird for me.
Avatar: Last Airbender is a fantastic show.
I have 2 tattoos on my
I was
body.
gonna say you have tattoos.
Like, I'm in love with the show.
It's so good. It's such a cornerstone of I think
Your
modern
existence.
American
My
animated
life.
media.
But it's also the show where somebody says like, "Oh, I've seen anime. I count that." And you guys are like, "It doesn't count." And again, guys,
Animated in Korea, so.
Technically, yes.
guys, if we get enough, maybe even sponsorship, but also once we hit 10,000 subs, we're gonna watch the movie.
We've been saying that for years.
Because I feel like that'll be a long. I don't know how long
You're
it'll
talking
take.
about
The live action. Because I've never seen it.
She's never
Disgusting.
seen it.
So I'm like, hey, like let's do like a
I've seen
special
it
thing.
multiple times because I hate myself.
We do a special thing where it's like 10,000 subs. I forget. I said something for like 1,000 subs, but I don't remember what I said.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I know what it is, but I'm
What?
not gonna say it now.
Wait, what was it?
It was you're gonna get me to watch a horror movie.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine then. Yeah, so 1,000 subs. Kayla watches a horror movie. 10,000 we watch the Last Airbender movie, and I apparently will weep for humanity. YouTube Inc. Tank does a webcomic called 5 Years Later. That's a crossover contribution of Danny Phantom and Ben 10.
Yeah,
That was a show, right?
Ben 10. Ben 10 was a show I respected but never really watched.
Same.
No, don't know from Korra. Don't even know Avatar. The Blue People movie? Oh, no. Okay.
No. Oh, which is a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah, because that's why they called it the Last Airbender movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the technical sequel to Avatar is still coming.
Yeah, that's good. That's a thing. It's still coming. What is it, next year now? 2021?
Sure.
Oh, the
Oh my
series on
God.
Netflix?
No.
No,
The Blue People
The
one.
Blue People was supposed to have a sequel that was
Oh.
supposed to come out like 6 years ago and still hasn't come out.
Yeah.
And
Do
they
we
filmed
like
they filmed
the
like
first
4
movie?
they filmed like
No.
4 sequels like back to back at all
Oh,
at the same
wow.
time.
Jeez.
Here's the thing. I saw Avatar in the theater, and then I really liked it. And then I've never really gotten into watching it again.
It's a theater experience movie. It's a fun cinema experience, but if you actually look at the content of the movie itself, it's like,
It's
Yeah.
kind of meh. But then other people...
It's literally Dances with Wolves / Pocahontas.
True.
True. I'd be like, it looks really
The
good.
white people are bad.
It
The
looks
native
good.
people are simple but wise. And you're like, yikes.
Here's the thing. I liked the way
Yikes.
it looks, and I thought Zoe Saldana was good. Because Zoe
Zoe
Saldana...
Saldana.
Weaver's kind of cool. I like
I
her.
like Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
She dead.
in that movie, not in real life.
Not in real life.
You know, I'll tell you this. There's a new ride in Disney World. I was there recently, and the ride's pretty cool.
Oh, but the Avatar
That's
ride.
Is
all
that
experience.
the flight?
Yeah,
Well,
you're,
I've
like,
heard
on one of the
amazing. I've heard
horse
amazing
things.
things about that. I've heard
was
the
a
Avatar
long
like
line, though.
world at Disney is really cool.
Well, I
It's
think
good
somebody said this because, like, technically, like, because I think Fox also did Avatar and Titanic, so now technically all the top 3 money-making movies are Disney.
Zom says, I found y'all via the Firefly podcast looking for Firefly reactions. Oh,
Those don't
Cool.
really exist. I mean,
The-
we have
reviews.
we have reviews of them, but we weren't actually doing reactions when we did Firefly, so we don't. I think we did like audio
We
stuff.
did audio reactions and we were
Do
eating
you still have
snacks.
them?
Oh, I absolutely.
I love the one for Serenity that's like really funny when spoilers for did you see Firefly?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so spoilers for Serenity when Wash dies, and I'm like covering my mouth, trying not to laugh because I know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And then it just happens, and you're just like,
So you had never seen it.
Correct. Yeah,
Oh.
I was the first reaction for that one. That was really funny.
and you were just like, no. But you're also mad when Book died too.
Anyway, if you listen to our
That's a listen.
Firefly reviews because
Even though the sound quality's not great.
So a lot of stuff isn't great about that, but we grew mostly. So here we are now on a very poor quality live stream.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Now, yep.
Yeah,
okay.
but so that one we don't actually have any video reactions for. We do have audio, and then I think I remember the other thing I like listened to on occasions when we're watching Fireflies. That one episode where I'm like, look, it's baby Zac Efron.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
That was funny.
I always forget that's him.
Yeah, we also I want to do like Buffy and also Angel, and like, but that's the thing I want to do together, so that's gonna take a long time.
It's been a while.
But I think like in a couple shows coming up, we're gonna do a really long show.
Yeah. So
We're gonna figure it out.
do like 2 short shows and then kind of some long ones. It'll be fun.
We haven't done the shows like over 100 episodes though.
Zom says, have Kaylin watch Cabin in the Woods. It's fun.
That's a good.
Oh, okay.
That one actually might be. That's like horror comedy-ish.
Okay.
More horror than comedy, I'd say. But I do that. I think I might do my thing of what I did that makes me now afraid of Cabin in the Woods is if I watched Cabin in the Woods and then the first 2 Evil Dead movies. Because I was thinking maybe I might make you do Evil Dead.
Okay.
That or Evil Dead 2, because I needed to watch both.
Or we could do Trolls 2, a classic.
That's not horror. That's just
I know.
bad.
Is that the one where they go, they're eating him. Now they're going to eat me. Oh my God.
James Wilson's pimping his fanfic. Did we say you could? No kidding.
Yeah, hey, yes, James Wilson says, it may be time to pimp my fan fiction. Cartoon Idiot 59 on AO3. Lots of Gravity Falls. I'm prone to Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty crossovers, but there's 8 or 9 pure Gravity Falls. Shout out.
Do we approve you promoting your fanfic?
It's fine. We like
Fine,
you
okay.
enough.
Because I don't think. No, okay. If people can promote whatever they want on us, as long as you promote us, because we're also
Spread the
tiny.
word.
We're a tiny channel
Yeah,
with
but
almost 500 subs, guys.
we spread the love.
We got 498 right now, and this video is 2 likes.
Yeah, come on,
So-
subscribe, you fools.
Peasants, no.
Don't call people peasants. Anyway,
I don't know.
so anyway, I think those are all my Gravity Falls
Is it?
questions. Well, those are questions. Do we have any other Gravity Falls thoughts? Is there any other things
It's a
that
good.
you're like?
It's definitely a good show.
I really love Gravity Falls.
I think
On
like
Disney
for
Plus.
I think for me for a while I was really against like the whole alien thing.
Yes, I
'Cause,
remember
like
that.
it kind of just felt really stupid, but like I think I might have watched a video saying like Gravity Falls timeline. So like I'm fine with the aliens being like the Hellmouth for Gravity Falls, to use a Buffy reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm trying to think of Gravity Falls in the context of like animation now. I think what?
How do reavers clean their spears? They run through the wash.
Oh,
that's horrible.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh no.
That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
I'll wash. Alan Tudyk's so good.
Alan Tudyk is great.
Oh, I love him.
What a great actor. But no, so Gravity Falls. So like Western animation these days is so like it really exploded. I think there's kind of the talks you have like the great '90s time. And there was kind of this slow turn. Avatar: Last Airbender really carried. I think when we look at like really strong story driven like cartoons, Avatar: Last Airbender was a huge one that carried it, and then you had a few good ones. Some of the lower one, not lower, but not as like high traffic ones as Avatar. I mean, Teen Titans was a really good series.
Oi.
Some of the superhero shows.
I thought it was a good joke. And nobody can see his.
But yeah, so Gravity Falls kind of fell in the time because there's a lot of good stuff coming around that time too. I mean, we're looking. That's when we start like Adventure Time really starts like this boom of just like really great.
Yeah, Adventure Time's pretty weird, and like that's like I think like I thought
shows.
Gravity Falls was gonna be similar to like Adventure Time, and then it wasn't.
Like,
I'm like, okay,
like weirder, yeah. Gravity Falls has great humor though. So there
Yeah.
we have been in like this really golden era of cartoons, like Western cartoons. There's been some great stuff.
Gravity. I'm sorry, I love Bob's Burgers.
That's a good one. But Gravity Falls is really strong. There's been a lot of great stuff that came after Gravity Falls and during Gravity Falls, but Gravity Falls is still something that's really strong. The humor holds up so well.
Yeah.
The mystery of it is just a lot of fun. I think Gravity Falls as an overall series is just a really strong series. There's a lot of strong stuff coming out at the same time, so it's hard to like rank and compete things, but Gravity Falls as a series is really strong. It does a lot of things that are special and fun. So Gravity Falls holds a special place in my heart, as you can tell by the merchandise that I own.
Did you watch it as it was coming out?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So okay. So to give you an idea of like when I was watching, like I was.
That's a
I
whole
saw
different
about
experience
the-
versus like
yes.
binging it.
well that's the thing in
Yes.
general. Like nowadays, where it comes to like, there's a difference between like binging it after it's all done.
Mm-hmm.
With like some shows, like if I miss, for me it's like if I miss like a season, I'm like maybe I'll binge it or like watch it regularly, but like that was, or it's like watching it like live, but like it is a different experience.
Totally.
Like I think that's like for me, like with Over Black, like I binged the first season and then I watched the rest of them like as they were going.
Yeah. And Gravity Falls was a really fun one to watch as it was happening, because that's the one where like you're picking up things and being like, did they deliberately hint at something here? Was this a mistake or was this something deliberate? Does this mean this? Is this tied to this theory? Like what theories are real
You had
versus
your
what's
own
not?
like little thing in
yes.
your room, like pinning up different things.
That's what makes Gravity Falls so fun. That's what makes such a great experience, is that like you can really dissect things and wonder, like, this shot lingered a little too long. Does this mean anything? And just like little things like that added up, and it's just, that's what makes the mystery a lot of fun. So back when I first started watching Gravity Falls, it was like when the first couple episodes came out, and then I would go on Tumblr, because that's what you did during that time.
Tumblr.
And also some people now, but like then that's when Tumblr was really popular, so I'd go to like Gravity Falls, search the tag, because I wanted to see what the hot memes were. And so like, but like everyone literally was just resharing from, what was it, We Heart It, which is that one website that everyone shared on Tumblr forever. It was terrible. It was just the part where it was like, do you like me? Yes, definitely, absolutely. And it was just that reposted like a billion times. And that was all that existed of the fandom. And then the fandom really kind of blew up, kind of probably halfway through the first season. So like, I've been here since the ground level, y'all. Anyway, so thank you. But so
What a
yes,
speech.
I have a lot of things to say about cartoons. But no, so I did watch kind of Gravity Falls as it was coming out, so that was a really fun experience. So
I remember my sister I didn't get into it that time, and I watched it later recently.
Yeah, Gravity Falls started. It would have been
2012, right?
2012. Yeah, so I think it was.
We were graduating high school.
Yes, I think it started while we were graduating high school, and then kind of continued, and then finished the last semester of senior year.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, it was that February.
So it's on for 4 years, but it only was 2 seasons?
There was I
There's
think
a
2
gap.
really big hiatuses.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hiatuses.
So that's like all of college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it encapsulated a lot of college. So like, good times, all.
College wasn't bad.
That's where we all met each other. So.
Oh, yeah, that is. I'll admit I learned that from a friend, saying about the joke. So, well, it's still funny.
Yes, we appreciate it. Tell your friend they have a sick, funny sense of humor. So, but yeah, any other Gravity Falls comments? Because I think I might move on to a comment corner if I don't have anything else.
Comment corner.
And of course, you guys feel free to kind of keep throwing your questions into the chat.
Yeah,
that
you
are
guys have
Gravity
any,
Falls
like,
related.
Gravity Falls related, not Gravity Falls related, whatevs. Is there
So-
anything on the tweets?
I don't really have much tweets.
Okay. Also tweet at us, guys. Although if you're probably here, just leave it in the
Yeah,
chat.
Zom has been sending us some tweets, so like shout out Zom. You got us.
Zom, I only watched the Blue People Avatar because Michelle Rodriguez was in it. I like Michelle Rodriguez. She's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Was she the pilot lady?
Yeah. I think she died.
Her character did die. Yeah, she had sex with the one nerd and then died.
Did she have sex with the nerd?
She had sex with the nerd. I
Oh.
forgot. Was that in a deleted scene or is that in the main scene?
Dude, I don't remember the
That
movie.
may have been in a deleted scene.
I don't remember.
But definitely at one point they.
The only sex scene I remember
did it.
was the scene between Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana when they were both blue people and they did the weird braid thing. God, that was a good. That's a good meme. That's a good meme because it's really stupid.
He's so stupid.
You gotta like the braids.
I see you.
Zoe Saldana is nearly always good. That's true. I don't think I've seen her in something.
My computer is so god dang slow.
Probably because you're doing a ton of stuff at once.
God dang it. My computer is also like 7 years old, so I
but you got a new hard drive.
I replaced my hard drive 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I think still like my graphics are still like my graphics card and stuff is still like 7 years old. Actually, 8, 7.5. It's summer of 2012. Is when I got my computer.
I don't know where the comment Diva.
I have the comments.
Okay. No, I think like my new computer.
Actually, which video did we leave off on?
Does anybody know?
I don't think we did any of the Weird Mageddon stuff.
We didn't, but I don't know. So that means probably also didn't do Dipper and Mabel versus.
I think we did. I think we did Dipper Mabel versus.
No, okay, but we didn't.
We're going to start with that one. I'm going to start with Dipper Mabel versus the Future and then go from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Comment corner. Thanks for joining us, nerds. As my thing loads.
Yeah, I think like this computer has like a weird like graphic things on it to make it look good.
Yeah, you got some good stuff. You got the goods.
I do got the goods. Hopefully this will
got
last.
the goods.
It'll last me forever. Not forever. I don't know.
That is a
that's
long
comment.
one.
We have a comment from this is Dipper Mabel versus the Future. We have a comment from Emic McFly55 who always leaves really long comments and they're like really good and thoughtful. But they're so long. So like shout out Emic McFly. Let me see if I can peruse this real quick. Hold on.
I mean, we got time.
Yeah, but
we got like a half an hour left in the stream.
I don't have to like read words though.
I don't want to read.
I don't read. Listen, I'm done with school.
Not to read.
Yeah, but sometimes it's fun to read.
It's an Audible for.
Nerd?
You read Tumblr.
That's true. I hate myself.
And you read that whole book that I called you a nerd for, but then granted, I know like I think I said like I called you a nerd about owning that book, but then I'm like, I've got several weird Game of Thrones books. Mm-hmm. Let's be fair. I own the pop-up book.
Oh, wow.
Although, to be also fair, and maybe make it a bit more bad, was that I got it on sale.
All right, okay, I'm just gonna read this whole thing. So,
okay.
Like, buckle up, everyone. We're going in for a long comment. This is Emic McFly, 55, and If Mother vs. Future. So, personally, I've always thought that it's.
Oh no, that's fine.
Not that Ford thinks Dipper wants to have distance from Mabel now, but that he thinks it's bound to happen in the future and wants to introduce the inevitable separation between siblings growing up gently, as opposed to Mabel clinging to Dipper for as long as she can, and resentment building up and it boiling over like it did between him and Stan. In his own way, he sees this as preventing the kind of violent clash that happened between him and Stanley because they grew dependent on each other too much, thus ensuring that Dipper and Mabel will stay closer in the long term. And of course, he does want Dipper around him as an apprentice and genuinely believes Mabel can do fine without her twin. It's basically the same theme of the inevitability of summer ending and growing up that runs through the episode, which he expresses rather clumsily sometimes because he is Stanford Pines. What a thoughtful comment. That's true. And then another timestamp and says, it just occurs to me now, did Bill know Mabel would have the rift on her? Because that worked out very luckily for him, especially since she didn't. She'd have to go back to the house to get it and would have had little chance of snatching it without Ford seeing her, not to mention that Mabel immediately guesses it might be in Dipper's bag, which is also strange. Why would Ford put what she believes to be some minor gizmo into Dipper's bag for their journey, which she knows was very important? Maybe I'm overthinking this. I think it's just that Bill knows lots of things.
I just thought he was
lots of things.
I thought he was following Ford and Dipper and then saw the bag and was like, follow the bag.
Yeah, I think it's just because Bill knows lots of things. I think it's weird to say Ford doesn't care about people when he has dedicated his life to stopping the apocalypse and is perfectly fine with sacrificing himself for others, like how he didn't want the portal to be open for his sake and how he pushes Dipper out of the way of getting zapped by the droid. He just doesn't relate to others very well, which of course ties in with his trust no one philosophy and all the elements of his past. And rather like Mabel, his mind is just a bit out there sometimes.
Yeah.
Good episode reaction, by the way. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I think we better addressed it in this stream than we did in that episode where we said that Ford doesn't care about other people. It's more about Ford as a big picture person.
Yeah.
And it's his interpersonal relationships that kind of suffer.
Yes.
Oh, Shornforce has been publicly subscribed to you for 1 year. Excellent. Hi, Shornforce.
I don't think
who
they're.
has not joined us on the stream yet, but
Are
but
they
we
not
know-
in the stream? Or are they just not chatting?
I don't know. But if you're here, talk to us. But this
Please
is a
and
comment
thank
from
you.
Shornforce. When you said Barney and Betty were here, my mind went right to the Flintstones.
Aww.
Wrong couple. I believe that anything is possible, aliens, ghosts, cryptids, etc., but many reports could be reasonably explained. Interesting. I do recommend the comics. It's just a single volume of stories, so it's not like a 100-issue series or anything, or maybe save it for the next time you're missing Gravity Falls. Might just do that. Because I want to go through Gravity Falls withdrawal at some point. I know it.
You can just rewatch it.
And what? Use my time?
You have time?
No. James Wilson. Hey, I'm reading your comment, James. How's it going?
You'll get it in about 2 minutes.
You might have more insight on Blendon's being possessed once you read the book. What? Read what? I didn't hear you.
Is there a
Read what?
book? Wait, is there a book? I'm really confused.
Is there? I've never heard of a book before. I have no
that
idea what it
book.
could be doing. It's just like, obviously this is what you do with them.
I thought you meant like there was like another book.
No,
is there a thing on Blender
This is
there?
the book.
I don't.
I don't read.
I don't want to touch your stuff.
I just look at the pretty pictures.
I don't want to touch your stuff because of coronavirus, but you know.
Yeah. Like I just look. I just flip and I
That
look at
is
the pretty
really
pictures.
cool. The pages.
It's
so cool.
freaking awesome. So it's pretty sweet. Anyway, that might be fun. An episode after the series of Kaylin Dare browsing the book. Might do it. Learn Dipper's name. Discover Compy C. Bill's nefarious plan after sock opera.
Learn
It's one of those
Dipper's
things.
name?
I actually was gonna read it before this, and then life got crazy because like, have you looked outside recently?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful out.
It's actually beautiful out, but just like if we've watched the news recently,
Pull
life
the
is
lever,
insane.
Grunk.
Yazam says pull the
Wrong
lever.
lever.
Wrong lever.
I keep like Emperor's in Groups, like one of those movies. Like I really like it every time I watch it, but then I never decide to watch it. I'm really bad with watching animation, guys.
Zam also says college was the worst decision I ever made. Sorry, Zam. Oh, you're watching this now still. Sorry, that sucked for you.
He says he knows one of the comments was me trying to explain the plot of Sliders. Hope it makes sense. I think he meant sense, and since I'm not gonna mock, I think there was a comment where people were saying that you spelled stuff wrong. I'm not gonna mock you for your spelling, as a poor speller myself.
Let's see. Vincent Morris, who is also subscribed to us. Ooh, thanks for the subscription. After the finale, I recommend you watch Between the Pines, Seuss's fan fiction, and a video dub of comic Lost Legends. I don't think I've seen all those, so I think I'm gonna have to do that. And a puppet series of Sam selling stuff at the Mystery Shack.
Could we find them on
Mystery
YouTube? We
Fair.
might be able to watch them.
We could. Not right now. That's gonna be a little tricky to watch while we're on the stream.
Oh, that's fine then. Sorry, guys.
And we'll work on it. We definitely take your comments to heart. And Walk Talk, Schmebulog, and Kristen and Jason's advertising of Journal 3. Oh god, we're gonna have to watch some of this stuff. And Apocalypse Prepping with McGucket. How have I missed these videos?
We might just maybe we'll do a thing before the next show is a thing of hey, here's a thing.
Here's the thing.
It's a Foley and Gravity Falls, or even we'll do it on another
do as a random episode maybe.
As a random episode, or even just another stream thing because I had stuff. Anyway, James Wilson says he's fond of Sliders, the show, not the little hamburgers. Okay, the little hamburgers too. I don't think I've ever been to White Castle, for being honest, but I also don't eat hamburgers.
The idea of White Castle scares. I don't know why White Castle. When I think about it, just something about it just feels off to me.
Well, I think it got
I've had White Castle before. It's gross.
I think it got popular because of Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, which is such the best stoner movie idea. Which is we're stoned, let's go to White Castle. And then hilarity ensues. Also, the Christmas movie of that is actually really funny.
Oh, really?
It's a 3D thing, but it's over the top 3D, and it's they're aware of it.
Look at my yo-yo.
It's funny.
And then Sam says, with Gravity Falls coming to close, I'm curious what the next show will be. Shornforce says, I hope it's another animated one. But
It's
we've
not.
already revealed that.
We've revealed that.
It's not.
It's pushing daisies. Here's the thing. Because we go back and forth with who has the power of the show thing, and for me, it's usually never going to be an animated show.
Derry usually does live action. I usually do animated.
I think
Well, that's good. Then you guys have a mix.
it's true. I think it's one
diversity.
animated show that I've seen most of the way through, and then you've never seen, but I can't think of it at the moment.
Ooh, what's it about?
I don't know. I think I said that
Is
before.
it adult animation or kid animation?
I don't know. I think I just remember we mentioned that before. Of some animated show that you've never seen, and I actually have, but I don't remember what it was.
Was it South Park? because I don't watch South Park.
Maybe
but I know you do.
But I had an idea about doing South Park, but like because there's like so many episodes, I would just like we do a couple like one-offs because like there's like a bajillion seasons of South Park.
Yeah.
So I wasn't planning on ever doing that full show. I was just planning on like we could do a couple one-off episodes once in a while. Or like there's like a couple like trilogies and all you can just because you don't. It's like you can just watch a couple. You'll like it. It's not gonna be anytime
Maybe
soon.
the earlier stuff.
Oh God.
Even there's like some like middle of the road, not middle of the road, but middle seasons where like the show episodes are really good. Also, the movie's really good.
I'm going to keep reading comments. So, Weird McGinn Part 1. I'm going to read the comments. I have another kind of longish one from Emmett McFly, but we're going to read it because we have the time. And screw you guys. Let's see. And there's Weird McGinn Part 1, which is weird, as the title says. This is continuing to be a very interesting video series. It's okay that you didn't read my A Tale of Two Stands and not all of the Not What He Seems comments live. I know it was kind of long. To answer Dara, the Grunkle for Grandpa theory was invented well before Shermie was introduced in the show, so he wasn't really a factor when people started gathering evidence for it. But
Yeah, I forgot about that theory.
But yeah, post Shermie, the idea is that Dipper and Mabel wouldn't know their grandfather, a fact that is made more plausible because if Stanley was their grandfather, he officially died anyway, and that canonically they already know very little about their family because they never seem to know that there was a Stanley Pines before A Tale of Two Stands. Hence them being so shocked at finding that Stan Pines is dead.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that because if anybody watches A Tale of Two Stands, math doesn't work.
I forgot to bring this up as far as like criticisms of the show. The math doesn't work, and it sounds like so trite and like very trivial. But it can take you out of the show if like your events like don't match up, because that's always been a pet peeve to me. It's like you gotta care about your continuity, and Gravity Falls does care a lot about its continuity in that. Especially in the finale, a lot of things come back, which is a lot of fun. But sometimes the math doesn't work.
Some of the best
Like
writing.
Grindelwald.
What are we talking about?
The Grindelwald movie.
I haven't seen that.
So
Some of the best writing is on cartoons. Gravity Falls, Rick and Morty, Futurama.
Futurama was my come home from school and watch show. Comedy Central.
Venture Brothers, which I've heard of but I've never seen. And then 3 seasons of
What does it say?
SVTFOE.
Oh, Star versus the Forces of Evil. That's another Disney Channel show.
No.
No.
I do kind of want to. I know it's Cartoon Network. I kind of want to watch Steven Universe. But I think that's still on.
Steven Universe is now in its epilogue season, which is a separate season, Steven Universe Future, which is fantastic and really hurts me right in the feels. I literally just watched the
We can do that.
Which like where it tackles like PTSD in a very, very real way. Steven Universe. Right in the feels.
I think I know the plot of that show, and if I say it, you can just go like, uh-huh.
Oh, what is it?
There's a kid, and then a bunch of, like, androgynous people.
Sure.
Fairies. No, not fairies. Beings.
Gems?
I thought are they the gems?
I
thought there was actual gems.
Oh, well, go on.
I thought he just, like, lived in a universe where there's, like, all these, like, people who were, like on, like, all the way around the spectrum of, like, gender and, like, sexuality and, like, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, they had to collect gems to use for the Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay, got it. Perfect. You nailed it.
Before Thanos comes and kills us all. Did you see the memes of comparing coronavirus to Thanos?
Like, Thanos had a point.
Thanos had a point, he just did it poorly.
I did see somebody had a picture of a glove and they had all the different kinds of hand sanitizers that look like the Infinity Gauntlet, so that was kind of funny.
But have you seen the bracelet with it's like a bracelet, and then it's like the thing where it's like the finger things, and it's got all the infinity. I want that.
I saw the one where he's like, Thanos' face is Mickey Mouse, and he has like all the different channels. I saw that one.
I've seen that one too. Okay, so back to comments. Pick Lasagna says, "Hey, so will you be watching the Journal 3 infomercial? Sorry if this was already cleared up and I missed it. LOL. No, because we didn't just start discussing this till about 5 minutes ago. I think we would like to ? We'll talk about it. We have to kind of talk about
Shaman King is great writing.
Shaman King? I don't know Shaman King.
I don't know what that is either.
I think I've heard of it, but
nope.
I haven't seen it. I guess that's why I should say I haven't seen it. And then, hey, Zom again says, I'd highly recommend during the live stream watching Nostalgia Critic Top 11 Gravity Falls episodes. We talked a little bit about that.
We did that already.
And also, the Power of Twins will set us free. Nice Charmed reference.
Did I say that? I think I remember saying that, and then I don't think I meant for it to be a Charm reference. Because I don't really like Charm that much.
Maybe the door that gets opened by the ghost of a cat. Oh yes, my door that because my cat likes to go in and out of the door that's behind me in all our videos.
Isn't her litter box in there?
Yes. Now you just go and telling everyone her business, Dara.
I mean, I assumed
her business.
I thought that they assumed that a cat had a litter box.
Yeah, they do. She's God, what a good cat. Anyway, so and Shorn Force, a little longer comment here. I'm just gonna read it because we can. This is a live stream, damn it. So Who Framed Roger Rabbit is my favorite movie. It's a great film.
Movie.
Always nice to hear it mentioned. Weird Mageddon is the best ending to a series I've seen yet, and a Pinky and the Brain reference too. Awesome. Teeth is voiced by Andy Merrill, who voiced Brack on Space Ghost, Cartoon Planet, and The Brack Show. 8-Ball appears briefly in Rick and Morty, while his corpse. If Dara has only seen a few Adventure Time episodes, maybe that should be a new show you all watch. But I also have only seen kind of like a smattering of Adventure Time episodes. I know a lot about it. I just haven't seen watched
Also, does
it all
that
the
show
way
have
through.
like a plot? Like I know there's like the apocalypse plot,
Yeah.
but is there like an actual plot? If somebody wants to
Kind
answer,
of like a
Adventure.
myriad of plots.
There's a lot. Yeah.
no, yeah, I thought the thing.
I don't think there's not like a one beginning to end plot. I don't
No,
think.
and the stuff that I've seen, like I actually find like incredibly entertaining.
Yeah. No, Adventure Time is a good show. We just like haven't like sat down and watched it beginning to end.
I think
It
it was
is
on
weird,
Netflix
though.
for like a bit, and I don't think it is anymore.
It's on
No.
Hulu now.
I don't
Is it
have
on
Hulu.
Hulu?
I have Hulu.
I don't.
I have Hulu when it's not being hacked. So let's see. I wonder what all of the other weirdness bubbles had. To be fair to Gideon, Dipper's probably the first person to talk to him like that. Everyone else enabled him. I like his change of heart.
That's fair.
It's Gonna Get Weird, which is the song that got cut from this episode, can be found on YouTube. It was written by Neil Cicierega, whose sister Emmy was a storyboard artist on the show and later DuckTales. Both of them also created Potter Puppet Pals.
What?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't.
Yes, Neil Cicierega is like an internet just like monolith.
I know what Potter Puppet Pals are.
But yeah,
I'm not a monster.
Yeah, no, but yeah, he wrote some music for the show. And then his sister is a storyboard artist, and the two of them did create Potter Puppet Pals. It also says, I love that Kaylin is wearing the hat in the reactions, and right now,
You're welcome.
yay! There's a cat, and it's not the third co-host. She doesn't sit well I was gonna say she doesn't sit for long, but she just lays around. She's a very fat cat. She has a lot of other things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Time is an illusion. 20 centuries or 20 minutes. It's all the same. Weird Mageddon. Hope you bought gold. Hope you guys have been bearing your gold, especially now. Global pandemic.
We're fine. Don't freak people out, guys. You're gonna be fine.
It's all good, but just remember to buy gold.
Remember to buy gold.
In closing, I'd like to remind you of a line you said in your very first Gravity Falls reaction. I don't think we're going to run into any dead babies on this show, Kaylin. This was the episode where Time Baby got killed, and I forgot about that when I said that. And I was like, oh yeah, finally, we're going to have a show with no dead babies, because Orphan Black had a weird amount of dead babies in it.
It's not weird about dead babies. It was just like there was like one weird baby that they killed, and then there was like an alluded to a couple more dead babies.
And yeah, any amount of dead babies is too many dead babies.
Also, like, did you want that baby to live?
That's
Like, it didn't. It had a hole instead of a nose.
It's
and
a whole thing.
It's probably in a lot of pain.
yeah.
What did the baby do?
No, the baby was like there was
It's a mutant.
There were science experiments going on, and when the baby was born, it had like a hole instead of like a nose.
Oh,
So it probably was gonna be dying.
so
Guys,
it's
watch
not a
Orphan
good
Black.
quality
It's
of
quite good.
life.
Orphan Black is a really good show, actually. There's just beware. It has dead babies.
I was so happy that you liked that show.
and sometimes fake lesbians, but sometimes real lesbians.
No, they were real.
So,
No, she was a real lesbian.
They were real in the end.
No, but technically, Casima was a lesbian.
The real lesbians were the friends we made along the way.
The kids are dead. The lesbians are
The
fake.
kids are dead. The lesbians are fake. What kind of show are you making me watch?
I love it.
Then James Wilson also quotes those death metal album covers got it shockingly correct, which is a really funny line from the show.
I grew up watching shows like Shaman King, Ultimate Muscle Fighting, Foodons, and Power Rangers. I know one of them.
Power Rangers.
Ultimate those ones are like always like so they sound like very vaguely familiar that like I feel like I just missed. But I did watch one of the Power Rangers series I was super into, and the other ones I didn't catch on as much. The one animal one was really good.
Mary Morphin?
No, it was one of the side ones. It was like a wild something. It was the red Power Ranger was the lion.
It's the one where they're dressed up in suits and then they do kung fu.
Perfect. You nailed it.
I've
Great.
seen the movie, the first one. I don't know why, but I've seen it. Also, is that like magic or is it aliens? I've had this explained to me before.
Yes. It depends. There was a magic one at one point. There was one that was explicitly magic.
I think there was like one where she could control water, and then a butterfly one.
I don't. Yeah, no.
But I
anyway.
think it's mainly aliens.
I think it's mainly aliens. I think you're right.
I feel like if somebody's gonna say you guys should do Power
And kaijus.
Rangers,
And yeah, although is it more of a kaiju thing than an alien thing?
I don't know.
Weird Mageddon Part
Ninja
2
power.
comments. A lot of comments from Zom here. Hey, dude, how's it going? It's only cannibalism if you eat your own species. So no, Seuss, eating a waffle person does not meet that requirement.
I guess.
Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
And then also clarified, we were back and forth on who Seuss's grandmother was, and it's Seuss's granny is his no, I think we decided it was his mother's mother. Anyway, we're gonna
No, because that makes more sense. Because didn't you say his dad was white, or did I read that somewhere?
I think we were back and forth on that. I think that was confirmed somewhere, and we were.
They
Back
was
and
confirmed
forth
his dad was white, so then obviously it would be his mother's mother
Yeah.
because she is definitely Spanish.
Yes. Sos mijo. Oh, I think, Zom, you said this early in the stream where you said, I personally like to believe that later down the road after the events of the show ended, Dipper and Pacifica ended up making him a permanent positive influence on her. Kind of talked a little bit about those two. And the Percy Jackson movie's massively pale in comparison to the books. You're right. And I think in that episode is when I talked a little bit more about one of those episodes I talked about the musical, which I really like. And I saw that last year.
But the movies.
Oh, and James Wilson quotes the deleted scene from Weird Mageddon Part 2 when Dipper straight up murders Dippy Fresh.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, which is Dippy Fresh says, your hat's on backwards, dude. And then Dipper says, your head's on backwards, and then breaks his neck.
It's a family show.
Yep.
Family.
And then Pink Lasagna says, Wendy winking like the shapeshifter. Nice callback they made. I don't think I actually picked up on that in the show, and I was mad at myself about it.
Oh, because she just did like the zipping mouth thing that indicated it.
Yeah.
It's like other times when that's happened with like a double of somebody that I can't think of right now.
Mhm.
I was thinking Goosebumps, but I don't know if they did that.
All right. Now I'm going to read the last of the comments that we have. And I might show some videos. If they play right, we'll see. I have 2 videos that I really like.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That I wanted to try to play. So
If it works, then get cool.
we'll try to play it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we'll do that. Any other comments from the stream, because I can't see those right now.
No, right now.
So thanks.
I
For
think
watching.
Zom said Power Rangers Wild Force.
Yes. I think that was the one.
I love
I
Power.
think that was the one.
There's so much Power Ranger stuff, and like neither of us have seen much of it.
I saw the one series I really liked, and then I couldn't get into the rest of them.
Yeah. I did like maybe.
Because here's the thing with watching shows growing up. If it wasn't on at a consistent time where you knew and they heavily advertised the new episodes, you didn't know when anything was on. You didn't know when the new episodes were.
When it was on like on a.
So, I was small. I
If
couldn't.
it wasn't on
follow.
one Saturday morning,
Yep.
it wasn't on.
It's true. Or Friday night at 8. Friday night at 8 was a lot of good
Was
stuff.
that a thing? You know what's funny?
Avatar Last Airbender was on Friday,
Friday
nights
night
at
at
8.
8
Yep.
o'clock. I remember that.
Yep.
You know, like, because like people say like Friday nights, like having a show on a Friday night's like the death thing for.
Yeah,
But
for
I don't think.
adults.
I think like for like I guess for adults, I guess not for kids.
For kids, it used to be the slot. Like, yeah,
But
'cause
for
that's when
adults-
they put Avatar
But I also think
and
like if
Teen
it's like a
Titans.
nerdier show, like doesn't like nowadays like fully rely on like people watching it live. It's a fine slot.
Yeah. But yeah, used to,
Now
for
it's
at
like
least-
Sundays, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's like
That's
the
a good-
time. Yeah. Let's see. All right, we have a lot of comments here, and we're just gonna go and read them. And this is from our last video that we did. This is the Gravity
I think
Falls
that
series
was.
finale.
I don't know if that was our longest episode.
Oh yeah, it was straight up 2 hours.
This is straight up. You were like messaging me saying like, "Yo, this is gonna be 2 hours," and I'm like, "All right."
It took me an extra long time to edit because the whole thing after it was cut down was 2 hours long.
Yep, and then it still got blocked.
Oh, it still got blocked.
That's fine.
All right, Emma McFly 55 back with a longer review. We appreciate you, so thank you. So I'm just gonna read the whole thing here. This show is really great, and this was a good review. I enjoyed it. It's been nice to watch all of these videos, and ending the video with that reference to Bill's prophetic final words is perfect. Thank you. I'm so glad you appreciated that because I was really excited when I did that.
Which one was that? It's been.
So no, on our, if you guys, because I feel like a lot of people may have clicked off before this point, but if you're watching our final review, you watch to the very end, it goes to black, and then it comes back where, the moment where Bill is erased out of Stan's mind.
Mhm.
There's actually, and the Gravity Falls wiki doesn't actually point this out, because
You're insane.
Well, no, because I was reading it because I was like, oh my god, I don't think we read this on the show because I heard it and I was like, oh, this is back we're talking. So I reversed it while I was editing the thing, and he like has a message about like how he will return basically, and so I was like, oh, so I took that and I put it at the end.
There has to be a plan for a third season. There has to be.
Yeah, well, maybe. Eventually they will call Alex back, but he's working at Netflix right now.
What's he doing?
I think I think there's a couple of projects he might be working on, but he's a Netflix guy now. But yeah, so Bill Cipher does have a message like in there that I don't think is on the wiki, and I'll have to go back and check and make sure I'm not missing anything. And if not, I think I'll just add it. I never actually contributed to a wiki before, so exciting. But thank you for noticing that. Does anyone else find it contradictory that Stan calls Ford out for literally causing the end of the world by making a deal with Bill and creating the portal, and the very next second he demands that Ford thank him for opening the portal again and almost causing the end of the world? Especially as that did create the rift through which Bill eventually took over. I mean, I'm not surprised that Stan would argue that way, but it is logically contradictory. Stan isn't the most logical guy.
He's not the most logical. Also, like the rift the first time or the second time the portal's open?
Second time the portal's open, that created the rift.
Oh, was that established?
That was, yes.
But Bill's already in the world, kind of.
No.
No?
He was in
He was there.
Kind of the dreamscape, but he wasn't in the physical world. And the only way he got in the physical world before was when he took over Dipper's body.
Okay.
Yes.
But Stan doesn't think logically.
No, that's his problem. Not his problem, just one of his quirks. I'll admit that Stan's switching clothes totally caught me off guard because after so many episodes of seeing how different they were, it was strange to remember that, yes, they're identical twins. They look very much alike.
Accurate.
And it's great because you actually have to like freeze the frame to actually catch like the little differences.
I think I just noticed it because I think like who was it? Like one of them was talking. I think like Sam was talking as Ford, and you can hear the little raspiness in his voice.
They did. There are super subtle changes in the voice acting, which like really push it forward. Bill's defeat is so iconic. It's great. With regards to Ford, though, he's always been about sacrificing himself for the greater good, and I feel like it's logical that when confronted with a situation like Bill explicitly threatening Dipper and Mabel, his resolve would waver. He just screams in terror after all. It's not like he immediately tells Bill that he'll give up the equation as long as he doesn't hurt the kids. That's not until he's just seen everything go to pieces with the Zodiac and he's probably at his lowest ebb. We never see him in a situation before this where he has to choose between a relative and the greater good like Stan did, only between himself and the greater good. And Dipper and Mabel being tortured and killed would be a lot more concrete than if it had been Stan doomed to an uncertain fate by being trapped behind the portal, or at least that's how it feels to me. Interesting.
Yeah.
I love these. I really love these insights, and I just kind of want to let them sit.
Yeah. We got a comment from James Wilson on the chat saying, "I know the deal is first reaction, fan reaction, but I'd love you guys to watch Good Omens or BBC's Dirk Gentler Holistic Detective Agency."
Oh.
I think the rule is like right now that we're doing shows that we've definitely seen, but like we're willing to like if like Good Omens is like a show I want to watch and I just haven't yet.
Yeah. Oh, same. Yeah.
So like one of it we can do that. James, can you let me know? I think is that Dirk Gentler Holistic? Is that the one with Elijah Wood? Can you let me know? Because I think I know what you're talking about, and I would be willing to watch that.
I've seen ads for Dirk Gentler.
Yeah, because I'm into the British shows a lot. I'm into British shows, even though we haven't. I don't think. No, actually, technically, Orphan Black was a BBC show.
BBC America. It was like Canadian.
It was Canadian, but like
Canada.
I think eventually, like we're gonna go through Doctor Who eventually. That's just gonna take a long time.
It's gonna take a while. Yeah.
I want to go through Sherlock, even though I've only seen the first 3 series, but like that's also an interesting show. I'm trying to think about the British shows that I've seen, but I really like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, BBC puts out some good content. I'm going to finish reading this comment. I agree that a 3rd season would probably have worked better, although I don't know whether, even though there may have been too much for 2 seasons, I don't know whether there would have been quite enough for 3. We could have made it work. And also, I don't think we would have minded, like, just a couple filler. Because, like, we discussed this before. The filler isn't necessarily bad. It's fun. So, like, that's where we get some of our best jokes. So I don't think we would mind some
also,
like,
there. The 3rd season wouldn't have to be if you couldn't do 20 episodes. You didn't have to. You could do like 12 or 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. You could have done like a kind of a shortened season.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not American, so I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on the whole electoral college thing, but I'd like to point out that if you're going to... let's go. If you're going to straight up abolish it like Mabel does, you're going to run into trouble when no candidate gets more than 50% of the vote, which seems unlikely to happen at this stage. But then again, I'm Dutch, so I'm naturally biased against any political system that might lead to 50 parties spending most of a given political term trying and failing to compromise. Oh.
I don't understand it in general. If we're fair, but
no, electoral college is more about how certain. It's not about like like 50%. It's more about how certain states have like heavier weighted votes than other states.
So it needs
like,
to be equal.
Yeah. So well, because the idea
like,
is making
votes in Alaska versus like California, Texas, and New York.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. And so the idea there is like, oh, then technically it's around because slavery, but whatever. But technically
Only
the
white
idea
men
is
can
that
vote.
like oh, people who live in rural states still have like a pool in it, but then it just actually becomes that like everyone's vote has a different weight, which is like weird.
Speaking of that, I was listening to You Must Remember This, which is a really good Hollywood history podcast, and they did a series called 6 Degrees of Song of the South, which is obviously, for some reason it's not on Disney Plus. I don't know why.
What, Song of the South?
Yeah. But it's actually a really good podcast episode, like a series, because it goes through like, the history of like how Zippity Doo Dah is actually kind of a horrible song if you use it in context of the movie.
That song so
No, but the thing is, like, because that's like the most popular thing about that movie.
Yeah.
But like, if you listen to the context,
And also Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain's fun though, and there's no racism in Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
But the context, I forget the full thing, but the context of Zippity Doo Dah is that the James Remar's character is basically singing of like a time when it was like happier.
Yeah.
Did I just ruin Zippity Doo Dah for everybody?
No, I actually knew that. And
Okay, then.
Like I said, Disney has since buried that song.
The context of yes.
The context of it, and then I think there was like a thing of like the people trying to defend it, or even saying like, oh, I miss like, or even like Gone with the Wind, for example, of like, why can't we just go back to a simpler time when not everybody had rights?
Yay! Oh, bad.
Listen to the series. It's actually very good.
That's nice. No, that sounds very.
And now it's like I think the last series that she did was called Make Me Over, which is about like other people contributing, but it's like about like the history of Hollywood with like and like the makeup industry or even like the beauty industry specifically with women, because you know.
Guys, Gravity Falls.
Still doesn't work with the video.
Still doesn't show up. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move on in the comments here. James Wilson, I found your comment again. Goodbye, Gravity Falls. I'll miss you. Looking forward to the live stream. Well, it's good to have you on the live stream. I'm so happy you came. I absolutely love Pushing Daisies. I'm sticking around. We are so happy to hear that you're sticking around. Christian Chenoweth and Chi McBride. Too much fun.
Chi McBride.
Chi. I don't friggin' know.
You're going to, and you're gonna love it.
Okay, good.
And also Kristen Chenoweth, which you can't go wrong with.
Wait, if you know Venture Brothers, how do you not know 21 and 24? I don't know about that one. I think you made a comment about something. I don't know. As a writer, I feel Stan regaining his memory is a bit of a cop-out. As a fan, I'm thrilled. Don't you dare harm Stanley. Guess I should save something for the stream. Yeah. So what did you save? What did you save?
I don't know.
And then Shorn Force, we're just going to read this one through. This is a longer one, but we're just going to read right through it. So sad to see this end, but this was wonderful to see y'all react to this. Thank you for the marvelous journey. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We're so happy to have you along for the ride. Ford says Bill can haunt dreams without a handshake. That's what he did to Stan. Ford and Dipper both needed the handshake. It's presumed Blendon did too. That was a thing. The reveal of the Shacktron mystery mech fight and the theme remix is one of my favorite TV moments ever. Great high energy moment. Yeah, I agree. Bill is smart and clever, but can be naive and arrogant, which is part of his weakness. The finale makes me cry pretty much every time. I think it's as close to a perfect series as I can recall. A lot of people thought Stan getting his memories back was contrived, but on the DVD commentary, Alex and the others mentioned that it's similar to MacGuffin getting memories back after seeing the video. It happened more quickly due to being reminded so soon after the erasure. They also said it was intensive and took several days, but I understand the complaints still. I love a happy ending. If I recall correctly, somewhere along the conception, it was considered to be a 3-season show, but they decided to make it a 2-season one. Partially, it may be because it was so stressful on Alex Hirsch. I think Alex Hirsch gave his rights to Disney, but don't quote me on that. I wouldn't mind seeing a special or movie for Gravity Falls, but I don't know if I'd want a new series or season for it. Bill can actually come back if you play his last words backwards, which you can see at the very end of that video. Dipper may still have the growing shrinking crystal and the pterodactyl tooth, but I think even if he did, I think he'd want it as more of a personal set of memories. Venture Brothers is awesome. It's still going on, just very slowly.
Is it still going on?
I'm not the person to ask that question to.
Okay.
And then what an awesome work costume. Great job. Thank you. I made that cloak myself. Is it considered handmade if you use a machine? Well, probably not. But I measured that thing. I cut it myself, and I made it. So
it still counts.
I'm pretty proud of that.
Kit told us to not touch our faces. Cause.
Thank you, Kit.
I mean,
I did wash my hands before we
fair,
came
but
down here.
also like we washed our hands. Zom says if y'all are okay with a very adult live action show, I think y'all get a kick out of the 10-episode murder mystery Harper's Island and could bet money on which death would hurt you the most. I've never heard of that.
I do not know that one.
I'll look into it. Yeah.
And also, Short Force says Dara for vice president.
No.
Woo! Yeah.
I vote for you.
No, but I don't. But I like that's such an anxiety thing about having to do that kind of stuff, and also I don't care enough about politics.
Vice president doesn't do shit.
He's trying to cure the coronavirus.
And how's that working? Anyway, so if you should ever begin to miss Gravity Falls, there's the Between the Pines special and numerous shorts and promos, which we have that's been mentioned a couple times on here, as well as the journals and comics. Neat. I've never seen Pushing Daisies aside from some clips. Lee Pace and what I saw of the visual style. Yes. Lee Pace.
Lee Pace.
Wes Jenkins says Read Journal 3. What was that? I didn't see your comment.
Is that like a in-joke thing, or there people are just annoyed that you aren't reading Journal 3?
I think people are just like, because I think I make comments about things that are answered in Journal 3, but I think I just put off reading Journal 3 because I just wanted to review the show as a show.
Wait, you bought that and you haven't read it?
I've skimmed most of it. I have it mostly as a collector's item. You see, it's a collector's thing. This cost me a lot of money.
But don't you need the light thing though?
There's also the black light you need for parts of it.
Which you don't have.
I don't have a black light.
Are you gonna buy a black light?
At some point.
Okay.
When it's safe to go in public.
Again, Amazon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Amazon.
Yeah.
I know there's again, there might be some immoral stuff with Amazon, but also, how else am I gonna get stuff that's not stuff I can get at the store? Also, just wear gloves when you go to the store.
Yeah, that's too. Yes. All right. So we have some comments from Zom here again. Thanks, Zom. Love Pushing Daisies. Nice. Yay.
Yay.
Yes, Sliders is an old show. College genius builds a device that lets him access parallel worlds, but when it hiccups, he, his friend, and the professor, and some poor dude on the street are now stuck opting from one alternative reality to the next, trying to get back home. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a fun show. Third season could be everyone brought back together as Bill starts to reemerge. I think we kind of agreed that would be a great premise as well.
Yeah.
And then comment about McGucket sold his invention and patents. Does that include the mind eraser? And Wes Jenkins makes a comment about misspellings. And it just goes back and forth on that. So that's a funny exchange.
Don't be mean to people who misspell as somebody who is a terrible speller.
Yeah, be nice to everybody.
All the vice president has to do is cast a tie break. What? Oh, okay. Politics.
All the vice president has to do is cast a tie-breaking vote in the Senate. It's true. That's his main job.
But then I also gotta you gotta campaign and you gotta wear heels.
Oh yeah.
You
don't have to campaign till the last month. It doesn't matter. The other person does all the hard work. Then you just wait till they call you up and be like, "Yo, want to be my VP?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And you show up. And then you do one debate and that's it. So
I'm not good at debating about politics. I'm good at debating about nerd stuff because I know I'm right half the time. So let's not. Who was it? Zom says, I just got all 5 PJ books for $8 last weekend. I don't know. Is that what's PJ? Not Power Rangers?
And protect the space-time continuum.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
Can I just sit here and do podcasting?
We're just gonna do podcasts. That's what we're good at.
And you guys can hear my shrill voice and see Kaylin's derpy face.
Yes. I love my face. Okay, so we finished all the comments. That was a fun comment corner, guys. I wish I had more cryptograms to read for you, but I do not right now.
And it's also it's technically been 2 hours.
Well, okay, we can't start more like 20 minutes.
No, I think we can go for a little longer.
We can go for a little longer, because we had a lot of technical difficulties. So thanks, guys, for hanging on for that.
If you guys have any more questions, okay, there we go. Then let us put them in the chat.
Yeah, put them in the chat. Otherwise, I think I wanted to show some videos.
Which you're going to attempt to do.
Which I'm going to attempt to do. There's a really great remix of the main theme where they replace it all with the
James Wilson said okay, so about the holistic detective agency is what the last door said. Know what you're talking about. And I've seen ads for it, and I don't think it's that long, so I would be willing to watch it so that we can do a first reaction fan reaction.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to gather around and watch this video because it's freaking hilarious.
We're gonna gather around the campfire.
Sing a campfire song.
6 feet apart.
Yes, yeah, we are a little close, but like we have pre-screened each other, so like
We pre-screened each other.
We did.
I did. I feel it very seriously. All right, this is hold on. This is somebody made this really funny parody of the opening, and I think it's really funny, so I'm gonna watch it. Hold on.
Every day, 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 smoke weed every day, weed every day, smoke weed every day, smoke every day, weed every day, smoke every day, every day. We smoke weed every day. Smoke every day. Weed every day.
Someone just yelled out Percy Jackson, and I'm like, okay.
Percy Jackson. So anyway, that was a video I really liked.
Who's in the middle? We said it was Mary.
It's Mary.
Hello. I'm not here very often.
She shows up sometimes. Wow, Kit, rude. This is Mary.
She's our buddy who last time we saw, because we were out in public, which we can't do anymore.
Yeah.
We saw Birds of Prey, which was really good.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, we all saw Birds of Prey together. It was great.
And then we went and got fondue.
Yeah, that was a great time.
That was a good time.
We had a
We
really
were all
good
like so late.
time. So I want to know if that video showed up. It probably did.
Guys, can you guys see a video?
Well, no, it's gonna pop up in a minute.
Okay.
What was the last video I did with you guys? Wasn't it another live stream?
It
Yeah,
was
you
the
did a
Orphan
live
Black
stream.
live stream.
And
And then
then
before that was Into the Spider-Verse.
no. We did this live
Same
stream,
day.
and then we went to go see Spider-Verse.
Oh, that's right. It was the same day.
So that's been a little over a year
And then
ago.
went to that one pizza place and got food.
Oh yeah. Oh, Little Nicky's. Right?
Yeah.
We went to that's my local place. That's my local John.
Local John.
Yeah. So, and I have one more video, which I think we talk a lot about. There's a lot of Gravity Falls deleted scenes. One of the ones we mentioned is like the really funny Dippy Fresh scene.
But I think you want to kind of see if like this pops up first.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see if that pops up.
Hey!
Oh, hey, that actually played really well.
Yay!
That's awesome. Cool. The source is included in that. So, okay.
Do you want to try the next one then?
Yeah, I want to try the next one. So, I talk a lot. There's some good Gravity Falls deleted scenes out there. I wanted to show one, which is the original. This was the original first meeting of Bill Cipher, and I think this is from a con panel. So it's Alex Hirsch is narrating it, and they have the actors there who are like putting in their voices. So I'm gonna show this one. So hold up.
Okay.
So we know it works now.
So hooray!
Deleted scene.
He's nervous. There's a big blast of red light. He shields himself and says, "Huh?" Suddenly, the entire roof is ripped off of the shack, and he says, into this orb in front of him. We hear ominous music. We zoom in on different space. Oh my gosh, what's gonna come out of that? Lightning, horrifying. What's gonna be? We're scared. We're scared. This little guy pops out. Hey there, buddy. He snaps his hand. Actually, where's that bag? Where's my mystery bag? I have a prop that'll allow me to do the Bill voice way better. 1 second. Get ready for something really high tech. I'm not supposed to reveal this to you guys. Apple told me not to tell anyone that they've created these just for this event. It's one of these things. It modulates your voice. You can get one at like $2 at Toys R Us. You can see if this works. On, test, wait, okay, FX, test. No, that's the dark, the deep, and that's the high pitch one. Okay, and echo. There it is. Yeah. Bill. All right. Bill snaps his hands, and his cane appears, and he tap dances up. Thou! Who are you? Name's Bill. Nice to meet you. And he taps his hat, and as he tilts his hat, the entire world tumbles. Dipper tumbles around. Bill turns around, and as he adjusts his hat, the entire world readjusts. Nice subconscious you got here, Dipper. The land thinks falls. Dipper rights himself. What? How empty. Another bill comes out. Your real name isn't Dipper. Another bill comes out. Whoop. And, oh, this is interesting. He thinks to himself, you spend a lot of time thinking about this red-headed cashier girl. Dipper blushes. Oh, give me details. Okay. You know this part of his subconscious, and that is scandalous. Dude, what do you want from me? You're like, oh, right. The bills come together. He walks up. So get this. He projects like an old movie projector out of his eye. Santa appears. This fat little baby man, Gideon, hires me to, leap into your uncle's mind and steal a combination to his safe or whatever. So the kid can, steal a thief, destroy your house. It's complicated, man. The kid's got a problem. Pretty serious stuff. Comes out of his eye. Hey, what's this?
Wait, you're gonna get Uncle Stan's coat by entering his dreams?
He stops battling. Sure, just like I entered your dreams. Thinks about it. Hey, what's that? Whoa. Hey, what's that? Keep this away from the mic. He snaps. And the moment he snaps, where is Dipper? Dipper is falling through the sky, and Bill is falling after him. I bet you're wondering if there's a way to stop me. They're still falling. Well, I don't want to give you any hints, but I bet there's a way for you to follow me into his brain. Hey, there's the old man's head right now. We see this crazy, giant, stone-stand head in a huge forest. They're falling past it. He turns around. See you in your nightmares, kid. He snaps. Wink. You can't tell when I'm winking. Looks like a blank lie. Okay, later, bye! Dipper's about to hit the ground. He wakes up. Panting. Lightning outside like nothing happened.
It was just a dream.
Dipper looks at his hand. The dream is real. Look, I took your other hand. Look, it's her. The end.
That's what I really like. There we go. That was just. So I just want to share a couple of videos that I really like. The smoke weed was one I showed to everybody because I think that's.
Kid says he just got here 5 minutes ago, but I thought you were here since the beginning.
I think I had to leave and then came back.
Okay. Zom says, I feel like I'd appreciate Birds of Prey more if I don't know the 4 of the characters so freaking thoroughly. And Venture Brothers is still going on since 2003.
Oh, that's a long time to go on for a show.
It
that's
is.
Like 17 years. Later, guys. Got to run. Thanks for joining us, Bye.
Bye. I mean, we're almost done anyway, so.
Yeah, we're wrapping. We're on our way to wrapping up. Is there anything else that we want to talk about?
So our next show is going to be Pushing Daisies, which Kayla knows a little bit about.
I know vaguely a little bit about it, and I mostly just know how it was screwed by the writer's strike.
It was. So this show's going to be really short. It's only like 22 episodes, which kind of sucks, but whatever.
Yeah.
And, it's got Lee Pace, who people know from the Marvel Universe. Anna Friel, who I think is in a lot of... She's British, so she's in a lot of British stuff.
Okay.
Chi McBride, who's also, I think, you've seen him around, television stuff. Kirsten Chenoweth, obviously really good. And then you've got other characters. Ellen Green, who's, a big Broadway person. And Sushi Kiss, I think is her name, who is also on, TV a lot. So, I know, other stuff that they've been in. But we'll get to that when we actually watch the show. Yeah. And it's an adorable, quirky show with murder.
And death.
Yay!
Death is fun. Maybe.
Okay?
No. So if there's, well, how about we wait another minute just for last minute questions, see if there's anything else, and then we'll kind of get the show on the road.
Yes. Right now, you guys looks like...
You guys are still kind of finishing up that scene. This delay is insane.
It is.
I'm used to cause when I stream my video games. Let's see. I'm gonna look at my notes to see if I had any other stuff.
I want to stream video games, but I don't play many video games. I'm trying to play The Sims now, but I'm having this weird thing. If anybody's good with tech stuff, I think because The Sims 3 only does 32-bit things, and I've got the new MacBook Pro, and it only doesn't
like your video games.
It needs to do 64, and EA says they're gonna update it, but I don't know when, and I don't trust a lot of independent patches. So I might just send something to you and be like, "Is this one safe? Is it gonna burn up my computer?" I don't trust anything on my computer. I
download a lot of things on my computer.
I was about to get I know it's a thing I see on sponsorship for other shows, and they're just to go to get Join Honey, which is a thing that'll save you money. And I'm it's free, but they say we have access to your data and stuff. But I'm a bunch of people that I watch are sponsored by it.
Yeah.
So I'm maybe it's safe. I don't know. If anyone wants to sponsor us to prove that it's safe, I'm willing to do it. The website and the food.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an episode of Pushing Daisies involving honey later on.
Should I save this information for later?
I mean, yes. And maybe it might be a plot point.
All right. I remember that. I say I'm not going to remember that. Okay.
Oh, well, Zom said it for Aaron's room. I think he's already gone. But be safe.
Yeah, wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Practice social distancing. Don't breathe in anyone's face or let them breathe in yours.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
I think that's it.
I think that is it, isn't it?
Yep.
Well.
Unless you want to talk about Percy Jackson movies.
Anyway, Percy Jackson. No, I'm good.
Listen, some of the actors are doing fine.
Logan Lerman's doing great.
He's on a Nazi show now.
He's on a show where he kills Nazis. What more could you want?
And Al Pacino's in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the girl's name? Alex. She's the stuff.
She does things. All right. So, we won't talk about Percy Jackson. But today, there's always time for Percy Jackson and another day. Rick Riordan, I have feelings. So, I think that is all the time we have for now. This is officially me relinquishing the power that I have unto Dara. So she can have the power, so she can do her next series, which is Pushing Daisies. We will start on that. We're going to give it some time. We're going to take a hiatus, especially how things are crazy just in the globe right now.
Yeah,
as far as,
like usually it was going to be about 2 weeks, but like it might be a smidget longer because of stuff that's going on. Again, like
Things might change.
Yeah.
like we're all healthy and like we're not super.
None of us are contagious.
We're not
None of us
contagious,
are positive.
and we're not really paranoid. I mean, like, but like we're
I'm a little paranoid.
you're paranoid because of where you work. Let's
Yeah,
be fair.
I work with a vulnerable population, so I have to be careful.
So you have to be careful. So we're gonna, now.
So exactly, like this one we had on the book, so we were trying our hardest to get it through. But
So it might be like, maybe.
yeah, from here on out we're gonna play it super safe. So
If
we're just
we-
gonna wait.
I mean,
until-
but just watch our old stuff because it's good. Some of the quality might be bad, but
Yeah.
it's still quality comedy.
And we have like one video that has not seen the light of day yet. That kind of got lost because of some technical issues, but I think I might be able to
Oh,
get
is that the one about a movie
That's the
that
one about a
came
movie
out
that we
in
watched?
December?
Yes, that people have mixed feelings about. So there's a video we might be just popping up just so there's something to watch.
Mm-hmm. Does
it
it involve lightsabers?
Maybe. So we will kind of we'll put that up between now and then just to kind of give us some time. And there's going to be a while until now from when we record again, and then it'll be probably
Like
a week or two until we actually get those episodes up. So just thank you for being patient with us, and thank you for joining us along on this ride, because we love to see you. We love everyone who kind of just joins us on this journey of watching a show. So we really appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming.
And guys, be safe. If you are sick, stay home.
Stay at home.
Wash your hands.
Either way, stay at home.
Yeah, don't go out unless you have to. And so if you have to,
Or like if the walls of your house are closing in on you.
yes,
That falls under if you have to.
right, yeah, exactly. So just be smart, be safe.
James says the video shut
watch-
up, smoke weed every day. Yay.
Woo!
Well, maybe not now because like coronavirus can affect your lungs.
Oh, true. Yeah, don't weaken your lungs. But
I love how the unfortunate thing is like when I refer to my whenever I say lungs, I'm like, oh crap, the boobs are in the way.
they're under there somewhere. But yeah, so thank you all for joining us, and of course, as you all know, but we'll re-say it again. Thank you for joining us. We are Witty Close Productions. If you're watching this live stream, it's because you are on YouTube, but we are on a variety of other social medias. You may know of our Facebook, which is Witty Close Productions, of our Twitter. You can find us at Witty Close. Give us a follow. Tweet at us on there. We like to hear from you. We are, of course, are on iTunes. We're a little out of date in our iTunes because some people, it's me. Life happens. So,